Ebb can't hear anything.
Ooh, sucks to be
Oh,
Ebb.
I am still without a PC, by the way, so I'm gonna need to do the same things last week.
Cool. Cool. All right, stream has been started. I think I'm ready to go, or as ready as I'll ever be. Yeah, so there's a chance we may end early tonight again. I'm just not sure, but just want to give you all heads up. We'll at least get through this whatever is going to happen with these goblins and their home. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. Let me go ahead and put you guys on the map. It's not going to be exactly accurate for where you are, but it'll be pretty close. I'll say over here. Who else do we have? Moosh is chilling with you guys. Tarun's there. Tetsuin. And two. What the fuck is with your character? Why is he tilted? He was like, I pulled him out in here and he was diagonal.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
we hear you.
Aha, there we go.
Hey, what's up, Eb?
Alright.
So, is Donar, like, ever coming back?
I don't know. After last week, I messaged him and asked if he still wanted to play. He said he did. He just forgot about it and got to studying, and his girlfriend came over. But he said he did want to be there. And then yesterday, early in the day, he messaged me and said he probably would not make it since he's in Tampa. I don't know. I'm kind of assuming. I'm pretty much every week I'm assuming he won't be here until he's here at 8:05.
Yeah.
So, but oh well, we'll still have a good time without him, and get to play in. Everybody can hear. Everybody's sounding okay and ready to go in roll 20. Well, except for Hecka, but that's okay. We'll do it again.
Question: are we actually where we're standing?
No. That's just you guys on the map. Let's see, where the fuck are you? We'll put you. You had just moved to like 60 feet away, and then everybody else is like 20 feet off the map right now. And then these goblins around that you guys see are not on the tarp, the whatever that thing is called.
Canvas.
Yeah, whoever's not on the canvas, they are just kind of like moving around, going about their business. They're not just like standing in place there. Who was it? Somebody spotted one of the ones that was hiding, right?
Yeah, I think
Or a couple of them. Yeah, so you saw one that was like hiding in the bushes over here, another one hiding in the bushes over there. Kind of close to where you guys are, probably about 30 feet away from you guys. So you guys are 20 feet off screen right now, except for Ebb, who had just moved forward to do something.
I had blessed us.
Yeah, and who exactly is blessed?
It's 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do me, and then 2 other people that can back up the rope cutting. So let's do 2. And who else won?
Calm down, bud.
Yeah, Tarun. Yeah. Well, Tarun's not here, so not him. Conrad and Tetsu are both melee focused with some ranged. So either one.
Let's. Who wants it? I'll give it to either one.
I mean, Conrad's not really feeling this whole plan to begin with, so I think Conrad's definitely out.
Okay, so let's give it to Tetsu then.
Okay. Alright, and just to make sure I had it right, the plan was you were going to walk forward and then just start going to town on the rope that is holding the canvas down, or holding the tree down, to hopefully cut it and then launch the entire canvas somewhere. Who knows where. And you just walked forward, begin to cast a spell. I'm assuming you're casting spiritual weapon, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, and if I can I guidance myself? Oh no, wait, that's also concentrate.
Yeah,
Never mind.
you'd lose your bless.
Yeah, no point.
Yeah, so you cast that. And then you, if you'd like to go ahead and use that to attack the rope, you can. You can go ahead and make your attack. This is seems like a pretty thick rope. No, that's stupid music. We're not using that. I'm gonna use something else, something more exciting.
My God. I am. Oh wait, there's a D4 on that too. Forgot
Okay.
to add that.
Yeah, go ahead and add that. And I don't think it is advantage, is it?
I used my inspiration.
Okay, so 17 total on that. And your trident just kind of cuts into the rope, does quite a bit of damage to it. It's definitely frayed. It's definitely looking not so great. Maybe something else like that would finish it off. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn before we do some initiative?
No, not really.
Okay.
I will dodge if that matters.
Okay, so you're using your action to dodge. Alright. In that case, everybody roll initiative. Some of these goblins, only a few of the other goblins will be able to act on this actual turn. And then we will... So I'll say these guys all see you. This one will see you.
Rip these rolls.
Why am I doing... I'm not gonna... No, fuck this. I am not doing them separately. So I'll just take the middle roll that they got. And I'll just do one more. And we'll see whichever one's in the middle. That's gonna be it. Okay. So they're gonna roll on 12. Man, you guys did not do so well.
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
2. You know what we talked about?
Yep. I'm gonna give my inspiration to Ebb for his initiative roll.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Good.
God.
Okay.
Bless
I
his
tried.
ability. Is it ability? No,
It's not
it's
ability checks.
attacks and saving throws. God
Um,
damn it.
Tarun, I'll just put the friendly NPCs on the same initiative. Tarun and Mush will go together. Goblins will go together. What is it? That's a weird name for that person. I did not realize that's what that was. But that actually works perfectly. I'll have to rearrange some of these NPCs that I have. That's okay though. I'll go ahead and show you guys these.
Oh boy.
But they're not like all right there. There's only a couple there, one's there, because I didn't read the names on some of these. And then there should be one more over in this tent. There we go. This is how it's gonna be. All right. So these 5 goblins. Oh, and then one more is gonna come out, and because he's real close. 6 goblins all see you, and you're casting a spell, and they kind of see this hovering thing over by their very important rope, and they're all going to no, 2 of them are going to rush you, and the other 4 are going to fire arrows at you. Okay, so these 2 come at you, and then you're going to take 4 arrows in the face, hopefully, and I guess these will all be at disadvantage, so they're probably all going to miss. Alright, not whispering, there we go. So, 2 scimitars,
Why is my AC 18? It's 19.
and then 4 arrows. All of them just kind of bounce off you as you're getting ready to dodge as much as you can, and none of them seem to hit you. And then that's all those goblins can do. A few others start coming out of the bushes and heading towards you guys. Some of them start running towards the floating thing over here. So, let's see, we got you, yeah, you can get there, and then that guy will start running, this guy will start running. Alright, so, boom, and these guys are all going to start swinging their swords at your spiritual weapon. Did I just get rid of one? I think I just deleted one. Oh wait, oh, I see what's going on.
It's under the area.
That's funny. I was like, hey, he just disappeared. How did that happen? Alright, there we go. I should put that on the map. The others are just kind of finally starting to react. You hear lots of goblins yelling and screaming, and trying to get some people to react. Moosh is just going to start heading over to this guy, and he and Tarun will try to fuck him up. Ebb, what you want to do?
I will re-spiritual weapon. And make sure that box is checked, actually. Because right here, and... Nope. Okay, spiritual weapon.
Oh, nice. Alright, 1 second. Let me get Turin's attack as they murder this other goblin. Alright, yeah, that goblin's dead. He's probably not raging, but well. Yeah, so... your, spiritual weapon completes the cutting of the rope. And with a loud twang, with a loud just snapping sound, the rope flips back up, hitting one of these goblins in the face, sending him flying. The other two just get kind of knocked back from the force of it. And all of a sudden, the poles sticking out from the middle of the canvas to the edge just kind of fold up, and the tree launches it, and you see this entire ball of green with creatures inside it just go flying out of sight to the east, where you guys are. Hang on, I gotta. Some of these people I didn't look at their name in the wrong spot. That person's not there. That person's not there, and so that entire green canvas is gone.
Got him.
With everything and everyone in it. This guy is dead, and then everybody else will just go to. I'll just put him on the GM layer for now. And we'll see what happens to them later. All right.
Should I give you a second, or?
I think I'm ready. Like, those guys all just gone.
That's great. I'm gonna stab the one in front of me.
Yeah, that's enough, and you just run him through with your trident. He's dead.
That is it.
I'll dash forward to defend Ebb, attack this one in the north.
Okay. I think they may both miss. This guy has his... Yeah, he's got his sword and his shield.
He's guidanced.
Blessed.
Blessed,
So,
yeah.
if you could roll 2d4. Tetsuin. And I'll check that on your character sheet, so it'll automatically add it.
So 17 and 15.
Yeah, so you end up hitting with both of them. And with 2 blows, you just knock them to the ground.
Swing.
2? Also, I realize
I'm going to move up. Move. I'm gonna move up here, and right about where the spiritual weapon is, I'm gonna sleep.
where the spiritual weapon is, you're gonna sleep. Alright. Ooh, nice. That's a good roll. Shit. Okay. And I just realized that I didn't put Conrad at initiative, so he'll probably get 2 turns in a row.
There we go.
So where the spiritual weapon is, you're gonna sleep. That's 20 feet. I think you'll probably just get all 3 of those at least. Sleep, 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 and that's it. Yeah, so all 3 of those by the spiritual weapon just fall asleep.
And I'm gonna ask what this dude's name is in the cage.
Okay, yeah, and I will describe to you guys, since you guys are there, you can see him, what you see in there. You see, all 3 of you, or everybody, as you look over there, you see a large, seemingly muscular, silver dragonborn. He's wearing a set of chainmail on him, but he doesn't seem to have any weapons, any kind of pack or anything. He looks very, very bad. His face seems to be sunken in, like the skin has been kind of stretched over, and like there's no fat or anything on his bones. He seems like he was once muscular, but at this point his muscles have shrunken down, and they look. He looks extremely sickly, extremely weak, like he's standing up and looking at you guys. And the strange thing you guys see is embedded in his forehead. You see a very large gem that seems to have some kind of magical essence about it. And as he as he looks at you guys, if you look him in the eyes, and he just kind of looks up at you, and his eyes just seem dead. Like he's not in good shape.
Like he's been in there a while.
Possibly. You've probably dealt with people who are extremely thin through lack of food or whatever. This is similar to that, but there's something different about it. And as you say that to him, he just kind of stares at you for a few seconds, and after a while, probably like 15 seconds later, he'll answer you and just say, Timor. Alright, so that's going to be it for your turn. Conrad.
Yep.
Alright, so, oops, I did not want to do that.
Describe the situation to me.
So the canvas went flying. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh.
canvas went flying. There's a bunch of dudes by where the rope was that's now asleep. Got a couple of murdered goblins and one or two nearby.
Yeah, there's definitely one you can get to on this turn. That you guys. Oh wait, no, he started running. No, someone else did. You see one that you can get to on this turn if you would like. One of the goblins, who was just recently fired an arrow at Eb, as he was trying to take down the.
Yeah, I guess we
posted
should
the
go for that
screen.
one then.
Okay. I'm guessing it's the usual. What'd you say, Eb?
Yeah, the usual.
I posted the screen of the.
screenshot.
Oh, great. Yeah, so that's pretty much, and then there's a few other up top, but those don't matter. I'll go ahead and roll your attacks. Spear in the face is enough to kill him on the first one.
Wow.
And then the next turn you can get to someone else, unless you want to well, it doesn't matter, you want to have your bonus action attack.
I mean, I don't see any reason not to use the rest of my movement to move towards another one, and then if I'm somehow close enough,
Let's
use
see.
the bonus.
20, 30, and then your movement is 50?
My movement's 50. I don't know how much I moved to get to that one.
25 to get there? Yeah, you can get to another one, sure.
Then yeah, I should be able to use my bonus on
Awesome.
unarmed on that one.
That one he's able to block your attack with your shield.
Sure.
And then since I forgot to roll your initiative, it's your turn right now.
Okay. I guess we'll do the same combo.
All right. Spear again. Two-handed. It's enough to kill that one. And then you can get to another one and attack him if you'd like.
Yep, might as well.
And unarmed. And you killed that one too. Holy shit. So you,
All right.
Jackie Chan.
yeah, you rolled a 23, did 12 damage, and then a 10, which missed. 26 did 10 damage. A 25 did 8 damage. So yeah, just going through and knocking out goblins left and right. This guy's dead. All right, goblins now. The ones that are still awake and not dead, which are few and far between. Pretty much all start running north. No, east. In the direction that their camp went. These guys all start running over there. Then you see a few others come out of the woodwork towards you guys. Or not towards you guys, but just start heading east. They all are screaming and hollering and yelling. Apparently very upset that you guys have done this. And there were definitely some of their companions on the tarp when it went flying. You guys saw only a few, but you assume there were some in the tents. This guy will run there. I'm really bummed that the canvas is not a movable item on the map, and I couldn't just move it out of the way. That would have been cool, but no.
That would have been cool.
Dead. All right. So that's all they're doing. They're just booking it. They're running. Moosh kind of looks at you guys for direction, but what you guys want to do? If he should chase after them.
I'm gonna say they normally don't launch this thing while still inside it, so hopefully we've taken out a few.
Yeah, probably not. It seemed to be launched with some speed and quite high in the air. So if you were inside it when it landed, it would probably hurt.
You guys want to free this dude in the cage, or interrogate him some more, or chase some goblins?
Well, we want to make sure that at least one of the ones that's knocked out we have, so we can interrogate him to have him lead us to where it's going, because I'm assuming they'd know where it's going.
Let's just follow them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for just like hightailing it after the goblins, but I feel bad leaving the wizard be.
I mean, let Tarun take care of it.
All in favor of chasing the goblins?
Aye.
Get him.
All right. I mean, you guys can still be attacking while you're chasing if you'd like. Try and knock down some of them as you go. I'm trying to find my notes about how dead these people are.
These little dudes near your spiritual
I
weapon
found
probably
it.
still asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna like finish him off.
Yeah, so the ones who are asleep, you can pretty easily finish off if that's what you'd like to do.
With the spiritual weapon, yeah.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
So, okay. So even with that, don't really need to make saving throws for all these people, because they die anyway. So just going around and putting X's on them. All right. So you guys are chasing after them, killing any that you can. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
And
Pretty much.
you're using the spiritual weapon to finish off the ones that are asleep. I mean, we don't even have to roll for that. If you just want to kill them, you'll be able to kill them.
Yeah, since they're unconscious, it's an instant crit, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. So yeah, they're all dead, and you guys chasing after them. I'm just gonna. I don't feel like we need to actually do all the rolls for this. I'll say you get some of them as you're going, but some are able to escape into the trees, and like you don't, as you're chasing after them, you don't get clear shots or anything. So they're able to just stay a little bit ahead of you, but they're not moving quietly, so it's not hard for you guys to follow them. So we'll say you're able to get some of these that are close to you. This one dies, and then the rest will be at the camp. We'll say this one's dead, and then the rest. Nope, one more. That sounds good. Okay. So. I don't want to do this. It's you guys are kind of running through the forest, chasing after them, making a pretty good pace, just heading east. I'm trying to think how long it would take. Probably 20 minutes of going through the forest. You start to see above you branches broken, like high above you see branches broken, and then you start to see a clearing ahead of you. And you get to a place where, like, this clearing is very new. There was once trees here very recently, and a lot of them have been destroyed, knocked down, and lying kind of still crumpled up into a ball, part of it unfolded. A lot of the frame has been broken and mostly destroyed. You see the canvas that you launched. You see quite a few of the goblins even chasing around it, kind of searching through it in and out of the huts, the broken huts inside, and they're pulling out lots of bodies from inside it. pretty much everybody they pull out is dead, and a lot of the ones that they pull out are smaller than the other goblins.
Monsters.
So, but you do see, kind of sitting on the far side of this canvas, one goblin kind of just sitting on a log, whose leg is kind of broken in half at one point and still bent to the side as two goblins are caring for them. And then their shoulder is just kind of crushed in. They're still alive. They're just quite badly injured. And then you see the rest of the goblins you've been chasing after. So, what do you guys want to do? There's about, let's see, I'm gonna count these. We'll say that guy's also dead. Kind of all throughout the canvas, you see 1, 2, 3.
We're looking for like Queen Goblin or somebody, right?
You see 10 goblins sorting through the wreckage, and the one that has their leg broken. Who seemed to be inside the canvas. So what do you guys want to do?
I continue the slaughter?
There's probably a moment where you guys pause, just like on the edge of the woods, as none of the goblins notice you. They're all preoccupied with their fucked up camp, and you guys are just kind of pause for a moment and talking.
No, wasn't there like a queen or a head goblin we were trying to get after for something?
No, was there?
Well, there was the queen. And Yoga. But we don't know if the second one was at the camp.
And if we peer over into the crash site, is there any like action in one area versus another where anyone seems to be concerned about one particular place, or is it just
I mean, the ones that they seem most concerned about is the person with the broken leg and the shoulder that's crushed in, sitting on the far side of the camp. Then there's about 3 goblins all around them, and then the other 6 or 7 goblins are sorting through the wreckage. So it seems like that one person was on the canvas. Everybody else was not. Everybody else seems fine.
so there's probably still a bunch of them trying to
And so here, I'll just fuck these guys. I don't want to.
I don't.
Delete everybody. Just. We're just gonna use the same map. It's easier this way.
No problem.
I don't have to worry about it. Just getting rid of all these dead people. Well, the ones that died at this previous camp. And then showing you all the new dead people. And then.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, they are. There's there's a lot of blood. Like the entire canvas is just drenched in blood and lots of broken bodies being pulled out of the wreckage. And then you see, I'll move you guys in a minute, but you see these people, oops, on this side, and then these guys are all sorting through the wreckage. But you see them over there. So, what do you guys want to do?
Which side are we coming in from?
Left.
I'd assume over here somewhere.
So yeah, you guys are in this area. I have everybody, right? 5 of you? Yeah, that's right.
The wounded fellow is sort of on the center of the canvas, though.
No, the one that they're concerned about is over here, on the far side. Like they've been pulled off, and they kind of have their back to the canvas. They're not looking at it as the other three tend to their wounds. Tend to the wounds of the wounded one.
Oh, you guys want to head into this just face first and just travel right across the canvas and clean up anything still alive on the way over to the medics?
We could do that, but I'd also try and... We want to keep them, like, the three around the wounded one, to keep them from just picking the wounded one up and booking it.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I'm done with the rush around the back thing. I mean, honestly, stepping onto that canvas seems like unstable terrain.
Yeah, it would be difficult terrain to get through it all, just because it's like climbing over bodies and crumpled wood and it's wet. But like it's staying there until someone sets it up to launch again. It's probably a bad idea putting them on canvas because I will miss them. Oops, these guys are dead.
I'm going to move up and scream, "Nobody move, or you're all dead," and then sleep just these guys right here. So I'm going to put it behind them so it doesn't hit anybody else.
The ones over here? That's where you want to sleep?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, I don't like that color.
And level 2. And I said it in Goblin.
27. Okay, 27. Let's see. 10. Oh. Okay. So you see 2 of the goblins tending the wounded one, and the wounded one fall asleep. Yep. But one of them standing over by the wounded one is still awake. And you, as you look at them, they kind of turn towards you. They look quite familiar. You have seen this goblin before. Last time you saw them, they were on the other side of the river, or running away from you into the woods. This is your old bargaining. This is your old friend Yoka, who met you guys at Camp Righteous and tried to make a deal with you, and was quite upset when they got bamboozled. So, they, as you say that, can you make... this is gonna be intimidation. If you can make an intimidation check.
Problem. Fuck!
Let's see, can I do it for all of them at once? Let's see. Probably not. Nope, sure can't. In that case, we'll just see how many of them fail to beat that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. That's not supposed to be an advantage. That's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more, but 4 failed so far. And then our friend Yoka, who I'm sure has the same stats. Yeah. Also failed. They all just kind of do exactly as you say. Freeze. Yoka turns and looks at you, takes a step forward, and then just pauses. Sees you guys, recognizes you as the ones that killed everyone, all the rest of his friends, and he just stops. And they're all looking at you. What do you guys want to do?
I guess advance up and around towards the back of the canvas.
Okay. Their eyes follow you guys as you move around. We're not initiative, so you guys can move where you want to be, and they're just gonna stand and wait. They all seem thoroughly defeated. They're very dejected. All the shoulders are slumped, and then there's a few asleep on the ground. But they are very submissive. No, none of them even have their weapons out.
I didn't expect this to go so well.
Right? If the boss is asleep too, I mean, you can communicate. Maybe you should ask that dude where the queen is.
Yeah, I'm going to yell at Yoka, show me to your queen or die.
He points back behind him at the injured one that's asleep on the ground.
Alright, so we've confirmed that that is the queen.
It is indeed. Yeah, there's nothing that tells you he would be lying. He seems to be completely submissive and telling you whatever you want to know.
I'm gonna throw out my rope and tell them to tie their feet together.
They look at each other confused, but then they start doing as you ask. The ones that are on the canvas, they kind of...
Yeah, the big group in front of me.
Yeah, they all converge in the middle and then grab the rope and start tying themselves to each other. You see the three in the back start to wake up as they're in the middle of tying themselves up.
Alright.
Yoka hears the commotion and turns around to his companions, and he just says something to them quietly and then turns back to you.
I'm assuming I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, he said it pretty quietly, so no, you could not hear. But he's his demeanor hasn't changed at all. He still seems completely submissive and willing to do whatever.
I'm going to move up around the canvas to about here. And can I make a check to see if Queenie is hurt within an inch of her life? Is she dying? Or is she gonna be good and it's just a broken leg and whatnot?
From what you can tell, she'll heal. She's not on death's door or anything. She's breathing fine. She just seems to be in pain. The leg is severely fucked up, so there could be a lingering injury from that. And the shoulder seems off, but she'll recover.
You said those other two were waking up, right?
Yeah, they're all kind of awake, but they're still just sitting on the ground, laying there. She hasn't moved. She's still prone on the ground, lying down, just looking at you.
I'm gonna order the other two that are just waking up to step back away from her.
They do so.
And I'm going to ask her if she knows anything about the shield guardian nearby.
Okay, yeah. She says she looks around at the camp and everything, and then she turns back to you and she says, yes, I do know about it. Still speaking Goblin.
We know that the control thing is like an amulet, right?
Mm-hmm. He seems to have some kind of amulet around her neck. Just kind of hanging out in front of her clothes.
Oh,
what did I just do? You can make an Arcana check for me. Close-up of what do you want, Eb? What do you want a close-up of? That's what she looks like, and then you can probably see in the bottom left side the amulet. Someone wants to post a picture of that in Discord, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Her headdress is kind of, or her, actually that's her hair. But she does have a wooden mask just kind of hanging on her shoulder, and it is kind of smashed, broken in half.
I'm going to use intimidation here and say, if that's the control amulet around your neck, give it here or everyone dies.
All right, go.
If you hand it over, then perhaps we could arrange a deal to heal the rest of heal you.
All right, go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage because of your
fucking A.
Eagle Splendor. Oh. Hey! All right, so 2 rolled a 10 and an 8 with his advantage roll. The queen,
Oh my god.
Queen grab stab, rolled a 9. But she looks
A 10 and an 8 with advantage on a +7.
yeah, that's pretty bad. She looks at you. Her face becomes confused, and she just says, "What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. What? Amulet? No. What? What?"
The necklace. Hand it over.
And she looks down and just this as she holds it up. This is what you want? This is what you came here for?
Among other things, yes.
Yoka speaks up at this point and just says, "You've already backed down on one deal we made. How do we know you won't just kill us?"
I mean, we could do that anyway, so I'm not seeing the downside to giving it to us.
We could.
I'm going to start casting Firebolt, but not actually throw it, so just kind of holding the fire in my hands, and tell him to shut his mouth. He's not part of this conversation.
He starts to say something back to Conrad, and then he just shuts up.
I almost want to take the jug out and start shaking it around furiously. And
You can do that if you wish.
oh yeah. Toss me that beer jug.
She looks at Yoka and just says, These are the ones you told me about. Then they must be quite powerful, and with so few of us remaining, there's not much we can do. You would rather die than live on and attempt to rebuild our tribe? Yoka looks down at her, and he has this sneer on his face, and he's just completely disgusted, and he just starts walking back away from you guys. That he didn't even answer. She
Is the
go ahead.
Is the queen wearing anything else?
I mean, typical goblin gear.
Okay.
Like probably she's got her leather armor on. There's probably a scimitar or something on her hip that looks a little nicer than any of the other ones. Just has like a little bit more decoration. Doesn't seem super special, but and then she has more bling. She has more flair on than any of the other goblins. But it all just seems like jungle jewelry.
Yeah, like tribal shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She turns back towards you and just says, "So if I give this to you, you will heal us and help us?"
I'll heal your leg.
We'll heal you, and allow you to leave as long as you hand over the amulet and never mess with humans leaving the port or adventurers again.
But what about our tribe members that you killed, our children and the mothers? Can you help bring them back?
About that.
No one can be brought back until the death curse in this jungle is lifted. Which is why we are here.
She looks confused, and she says, "Oh, what? Oh, okay. There was someone. All right. I
Wait.
don't have a choice. Here. Take the amulet. Just don't hurt us anymore."
I'll walk up to her after she does that, and I'll cure wounds her at first level.
Okay.
I mean, something.
Yeah, you see the leg kind of snaps back into place a little bit. It still seems a little off. It's definitely still has some lingering, like the ligaments possibly didn't heal all the way. But she's able to stand up and start walking around. Her shoulder is kind of snapped back into place, and she just looks at you and looks you in the eye and just says, "Thank you."
Good as new.
Almost.
She starts walking forward and begins to walk in a circle as the one leg's shorter than the other now. No. All right. She walks out. She hands you the amulet too, and as you kind of hold it in your hand, look at it, turn it over. It's made of bronze and adamantine. It seems very old, but it still seems in good condition. You can still sense there's some magical energy left on it, and you see on the back there's a word etched into it, in some arcane or some arcane etchings on it. If you could give me an Arcana check for me to see if you can work out what it says. Yeah, easily. You get the impression that it says Vorn on it, and you're pretty sure this is the control amulet to the Shield Guardian.
One more question. Who was that you had in the cage?
We don't know. We just found him stumbling through the jungle a few days ago, and he didn't fight, so we put him in there.
What were you planning on doing with him?
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders. I hadn't decided yet. We were considering eating him, but whenever we tried to feed him, he wouldn't eat, and he just kept getting thinner and thinner, so we just left him there. He didn't say much.
Well,
So, I guess we're good to go.
We have what we wanted.
were we letting these guys, the other ones we didn't heal, live?
I mean, we kind of said we would. It's different than the last time. Last time we were being strong-armed, and we wanted the jug.
And we have the magical item. There's still the dude in the cage at the last camp that got left behind. I'd say it wouldn't hurt to let a handful of fucking goblins go, especially after they just handed over what we wanted, and we murdered 3/4 of their village.
There's what? There's 7. There's 11 of them left.
We should be able to get back over to where the guy was caged before nightfall, right?
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard.
Oh. You guys want to meet back up with the prisoner?
I'll walk up to Ish to the queen, and I'll just say like, just as a warning, I hope this teaches you to mess with adventurers, at least us. I hope you don't try to come back. We wouldn't want to have to wipe all of you out.
The job.
Yeah.
I believe you may have finished us already. But we
I will
will
actually-
not mess with you anymore.
That was kind of your mechanism, but sure. Let's move on.
The mechanism was to protect us. Not
I mean,
to
how did
kill
that work
us.
this time?
She turns around and starts walking away.
Ah, she can walk now.
It's too soon. She's hobbling, like she's still hobbling away, but she kind of motions to the rest of her goblins and begins heading.
Yeah,
You guys
I'm
are
gonna start
terrible
walking
people.
back too. But as I go, can I see Yoka still?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, hey Yoka, think fast, and throw a fireball over his head.
You are legitimately terrible people. We just murdered like half of their village, and now you're antagonizing them. What the
Gonna
fuck?
go on a great line of hobgoblins.
Go ahead and make your fireball attack. You're trying to
It's
miss
not
him.
an action. Yeah, I'm trying to miss him.
As you do that, he and it comes flying towards him. And he just drops to the ground to get out of the way, and then it just hits the tree behind him and explodes in a shower of sparks. And he just kind of looks back at you and glares, and then turns around and heads into the jungle.
Well, let's go. So they're not burying their dead; they're just leaving them there.
I mean, they seem to be leaving you guys, not wanting to stick by you anymore. And you
If
guys are
we
here,
peer
so
around-
they don't want to be here.
If we peer around the rebel, there isn't anything of value before we leave, right? Like that we can just spot easily.
If you would, looking at it, you don't see anything. If you'd like to dig through the bodies of dead children to find treasure, you can.
Might as well respect the dead.
All right. All right. So you guys are heading back to the camp.
Yeah, the
Yep.
other camp
Okay.
with the caged up dude.
As you guys are walking back, and it takes probably about 30-40 minutes to get back, since you guys are just kind of leisurely strolling, not chasing after the running goblins. Moose is just kind of quiet the entire way, and just it seems like he has his head down. He's not really looking at anybody. He's just walking along behind you guys. Is there anything you want to discuss on your way back?
So I might have been sleeping before, but what is this shield guardian? This amulet control.
Wait, Tetsu, weren't you there for the giant statue?
Right?
No, he came in afterwards, I think.
Oh yeah, I think he did. Wait. I don't
I
know.
might have showed up right after. I think I was partially unconscious.
But yeah, so that's the shield guardian that we were sent to go retrieve, but that we won't bring back. It's cool.
Yeah, we were sent out by, what was it, Wukong?
Yeah.
I don't know
from
that
the
we were
city-
sent out to get it as much as just like, hey, if you happen to get it.
Yeah. To get the control amulet for the shield guardian, which is basically, what, like an 8-9 foot tall statue
Mhm.
that's made of pure metal and wood, but can supposedly fight. And if we brought him the amulet, he was going to give us the wizard that created this thing's spellbook. But since none of us are wizards, the spellbook is largely useless.
But a shield guardian, very useful. I think we should discuss the whole murdering children thing. Moosh doesn't seem to appreciate that move.
But I mean, we slimmed down the number of goblins in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, we did what we had to, but at the end of the day, we didn't have to kill them all. So there's that.
We did let some of them go.
We're merciful gods.
We didn't kill all of them, just the children. But seriously, they're goblins. They rob and kill people. That's what they do.
Mush speaks up now, and he just says, "Yes, yes, they may do that, but do they just do that so they can survive in this harsh jungle? What do we do? What have we done here besides rob and kill?"
Mm-hmm. I'm with Moosh on this.
There's also
and
the
I'm just reminded. I wonder if this is what's happened to my ancestors when they were living at home in Harakmar, and others came in and destroyed many of them and drove them out. Was it like this? Were the fire newts doing it for a noble cause, or were they just doing it because they wanted the treasure we had? There are very few of my people left now. Many of us died and still lay in the depths of Harakmar.
Our ancestors were not robbing murderous thieves, were they?
I don't know.
Well,
Is it worth... I don't know. I don't know what to think right now. This is...
they were literally going to eat that man in the cage.
I mean, are they robbing murderous thieves, or are they surviving in the jungle?
I mean, there's plenty of dinosaurs in the jungle. Do they have to eat people? Do they have to kill people?
I
Not
imagine
really.
if they come across them, they probably do.
Well, maybe they should concentrate on that instead of trying to kill people who are stronger than them.
Maybe they don't have much choice. The dinosaurs here...
So what you're telling me?
Hmm?
What you're telling me is that if we stumble upon a bear in the woods and the bear attacks us, you're then going to go seek out its cave and kill its cubs too?
The bear's not sentient.
Just saying.
Just saying.
It seems like the jungle's survival of the fittest type environment. You know, they're doing what they had to. We did what we had to. I think at the end of the day,
Did we have to, though? I did not come out here to kill goblins and steal this shield guardian. I came out here to rid my family's home of the fire newts that are there now. I don't feel like I had to do this. I don't feel like we had to do this. Was there another way? Did we have to kill them all?
Consider this. If it would have devolved into a fight, let's be honest. If we hadn't done that, it would have devolved into a fight, right?
I don't know.
Probably. Now, what would happen to those kids if all their parents were died, instant dead, in the middle of a jungle, just a bunch of goblin kids? What would happen?
They would probably die.
Exactly. So unless we manage to, intimidate all of an entire camp full of them, which I highly doubt we do, the only solution, any solution we would follow, would get them killed in a matter,
but
in some way.
We didn't even try. We just
It-
went
we-
in and launched their camp and killed them. There was no taking time to talk to them.
Did they talk to us last time when they ambushed us maybe 2 days ago?
They did. They made a deal with us when we were at Camp Righteous. They captured one of us. They didn't just kill him. They wanted the treasure. And we fooled them into taking a fake treasure, and then we killed them.
They held one of us hostage to do their dirty work that they refused to do.
Yes. And we all lived? Except for that idiot? But he was not going to survive long anyway. We didn't.
Exactly.
They didn't.
Survival of the fittest.
I don't feel like it's the same situation. They didn't kill us. They just wanted to make a deal. They tried making a deal. Using what they needed. Using
They
what
even
had
followed
to.
through on their deal by giving him back to us unharmed.
I just think maybe
Yeah.
we should have tried. Instead of
I
just
think it
going straight to
failed.
killing. Maybe it would have. Maybe I would have died in the battle. But I do not feel good about this. This was not a good thing to do.
If you think I feel good about it, you're wrong. I just
I don't
think
know
this
how
was
you
the
feel.
most.
You just you are vehemently defending what we did. Our murder of this almost an entire tribe of goblins.
No, I'm just saying it was the most logical solution that we could have taken, and
also
we
the
had no
most
idea
deadly.
we had for all we knew the children weren't in there. Not saying that was an excuse, but I'm just saying our solution was the most logical and less life-threatening for us.
It may have been logical, but I don't know. I can't talk about this anymore. And he just starts stomping ahead of you guys.
I'm with Noosh. I'm gonna wander up behind him.
As you walk up, he just kind of glances over at you and continues. As you guys are just walking back.
Oh, I'm happy to be alive and undamaged.
Same. And considering the fact that we've already had and lost one of our comrades and we're not even halfway there, a Shield Guardian is probably going to be a massive help in reclaiming Mush's home.
The goblins were also kind of the point that, like, how Aaron died, anyways.
Yeah.
Not that it's an eye for an eye. I'm just.
Well, all of our previous encounters with them have been hostile to some degree, so.
Alright, anything else you guys want to talk about until you get back to the camp? Or before you get back to the camp?
No, but on the way, I'm gonna hand the amulet to Ebb and say he probably understands how to work this better than I do.
I do. That's a question because I don't. You're a sorcerer. You're arcane. I'm holy. I don't know how that works, but
The problem is I'm a different kind of caster.
that's fair.
And the markings you see on it are definitely arcane markings. This is definitely something that was created by somebody who uses arcane magic instead of divine magic. But you guys get back to the camp and see the now empty clearing. Still quite a few large anthills spread about the camp. A few boats on the tiny little creek. On the other side of the camp, one of the fires is still smoking over by the tent that still remains. What do you guys want to do? And you just see kind of Mush and Conrad walking into the camp and looking around.
I'm gonna go check on the guy in the cage if Tarun
Yep.
didn't do that already.
We'll say Tarun is not here.
Okay.
So that you guys can discover it instead of just me having Tarun tell you.
So walk up to the cage and be like, "Hello."
The guy in the cage, who's now just like sitting, just kind of slowly turns and looks at you. Hello.
You want out?
He shrugs his shoulders.
What's with the gem in your forehead?
That's how I'm living now.
Do you
Now.
remember who put it there or how you got it?
Yes. I was told what happened. We... I... I died. And this gem is how I am alive now.
When did you die? Recently?
I don't know how long ago I died. I don't even know where I am now. I was nowhere around here, though. I think I was east of here. I was climbing a tower with some friends, with my companions, and there was some flying creatures that terrified us. And they grabbed me and knocked me from the tower, and that's all I remember. I woke up. I was lying on a table in some strange hut that smelled weird. There was an old lady there. My companions were there too. There was and he kind of pauses at this moment, and then he continues on. There was this goblin on another table, just dead. And then he kind of grasps his head a little bit and thinks back, and then he's like, I had memories of this place, but I had never seen this place. Memories of this camp where we are right now. Sitting, playing, eating, going out on hunts, spending time with my goblin companions, my goblin family. I couldn't travel with my friends anymore, and they wouldn't let me travel, so I felt drawn to this place. I walked out of the hut. I was on this huge plateau, high above the jungle, and I could see for miles around. And I just started walking. That was 10 days ago. 5 days ago I found my way, I was found by these goblins, and I could talk to them, though I didn't know I could before. They didn't know me, and they brought me here and put me in the cage, and now they're gone.
Um,
And I've been growing weaker and weaker every day. I don't know how much longer I can last.
And I tell if he's like injured or is he like essentially fading away?
He has no visible injuries at all. He just looks like his eyes are just completely dead. He shows no emotion when he speaks. He's basically just saying the words. He looks very thin. He moves slowly. He was.
Are you
you said
not
he was
hungry?
Dragonborn, right?
Yeah. What'd you say, Eb?
Are you not hungry?
I have. I don't know. I don't know what hungry is. I used to eat. I remember putting food in my mouth, but I have no desire to. And as you guys look at him, and as he's talking this whole time, he doesn't, like, his chest doesn't move. His body doesn't move at all. He's just like saying the words. It doesn't even look like he's breathing at all.
Probably should have done this earlier, but does Divine Sense tell me if he's undead?
He is undead. Undead.
it seems like this dragonborn is just a corpse vessel for this spirit of some goblin that's trapped inside this gem.
Do you have memories of your dragonborn life?
Yes, I do. I do. I remember. I remember where I came from. I remember my life before I came to this cursed place. Before I died. I wish I had never come here.
Do we want to get him out of the cage at least?
But sure, I mean, he does. Even if he were to turn on us, we don't think he'd be too dangerous, right?
He seems to move very slowly, and he's yeah, he doesn't seem that dangerous. He doesn't have any weapons at all. He's basically just wearing his clothes and his set of chainmail he still has on.
In that case, I'm gonna say, let's get you out of the cage at least. We can talk by the fire and use my crowbar and try to pry the door open.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to pry it open. This cage, it's mostly made of wood and like bamboo that's been lashed together, and you can easily just pry it open. The lock on it just like snaps off, and the cage door pops open, and he just kind of looks at it. And then he kind of looks around. He starts walking around the camp a little bit, looking down at the bodies, the few goblin bodies that are here, and he just kind of looks at one and he just says, "I remember this one. This one was Alphonse. We used to go canoeing down the river together. I never did that." And then he kind of walks over to a few others, looks at them, and continues on, and he's just kind of wandering around the camp, not really with any direction. That one's Cade. I remember these.
Oh, yeah. What are we doing with? Are we doing anything with them? He said he's growing weaker every day.
Should we invite him to come with us? Do you think he has the strength to follow us?
Let's find out.
I'm gonna ask him if he minds if I take a closer look at that gem.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders. I don't care.
I'm assuming that'd be an Arcana roll.
Yeah, sure. This Arcana would work.
Oh my god.
That was great.
It's a stone.
It's a stone.
It's a large green emerald. That's all you get with that natural one. You don't like, this is nothing you've ever seen before. You've never seen a gem embedded in someone's head. There's definitely some kind of magical essence to it, like you see a little swirling around inside it, but that's all you know. This is not something you've dealt with or even heard about before.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna go like check out one of the anthills. Not get too close to it. Sorry, so maybe like there.
Mm-hmm.
Are there like, is there like a colony?
Yeah, you see ants kind of like going in and out, just scurrying, doing their thing.
Do we check out the big tent?
I'm down.
Yeah, so you go and look inside the tent, and it's basically a larder or a pantry. There's lots of meat stored all around it. Some of it has been cut and sheared from whatever it was attached to before. You do see like a few dead deer. One small dinosaur is kind of just laying in the corner, hasn't really been. It has wounds from where it died, but it hasn't like been cut in two. You see a few fish kind of hanging up from poles across the top, and this is just full of food, very fresh, very. It smells pretty bad, but you don't see anything else in here.
Should we leave this for the survivors or take a bit?
Well, I kind of doubt that they're gonna come back here.
There's also a lot less of them to feed.
Yeah, I mean, we could search if anything's like super fresh and, you know, leave the rotted scraps.
I'll take some fish.
Sure. As much as you want.
So 300 rations, you said?
I mean, who knows how long it's gonna last, but you can. There's plenty
Ice
for you
cubes.
to take.
Come on, Rob, we got this.
Sure.
Wait, but we don't have a river to drag them through,
I
right?
know. I'm just fucking
You
around.
can literally take as much as you want to deal with.
I'll just add 1 ration. How's that?
Sure. Or you even just put on a new item in your inventory, like fresh food.
I'll just eat it.
That'll
It's
spoil.
fine.
All right. And you guys can take some of this food, cook it, and not even worry about any kind of rations for the day, and get your full from this food they have stored.
Delicious.
I want to ask a new undead buddy if he remembers anything about the person he saw.
What?
In the hut.
It was this old lady. She was nice. She was strange. She moved very, very slowly. She was hunched over a little bit. But she seemed very old. She didn't seem like she could see, but she moved around very well.
You said
Go.
the goblins found you after 5 days of walking from this plateau. If we showed you a map, would you be able to point out the area?
I don't know.
Wait, why were you in Chult in the first place?
We heard there was treasure to be found in the ancient ruins around here, so we decided to try it out for ourselves. We found a guide, took a boat up the river, and then I died. And I wish I could go back to being dead.
Do you remember the name of your guide by any chance?
Musharib.
Some
Dun dun dun.
I never really talked to her. The others handled hiring her, but I think her name was Aza something. She seemed to know what she was doing. She wanted us to go to that tower and find something for her. Some kind of treasure she wanted, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if they got it. I don't know.
How far away is one?
2 days. Assuming we don't get lost. Did you want to come with us, or did you actually literally want to die?
I'm already dead. I know this place. This setup of a camp, and it's as good a place to die as any.
You like a drink?
No.
I'll leave him one anyways.
He doesn't touch it at all.
Maybe he will.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Shall we move on?
yeah, I guess it's either camp here or head out.
There's nothing special in these like barrels next to the cage, is there?
Nah, it's just like general supplies.
Okay. Well, get
And
going.
the old crater where this thing landed originally. You said there was like sort of like a pit underneath where the canvas was, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just it's very shallow. It's just a little bit of an indentation.
No. And there's nothing in the pit if we peer in.
No, it's completely bare. It's dirt. Nothing grew there. It's basically just a big old circle of dirt in the middle of this clearing.
All right. Let go.
All right, so it's late afternoon at this point. You guys could travel for a couple hours, or at least travel somewhere to get away from here and camp for the night if you'd like, or you can camp here.
I think a bit far away might be a good idea. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Let's put this behind us.
Okay, so you guys travel a couple hours down the path back towards Vorn. Same small, well-worn path that you traveled here on, probably used by these goblins to go back and forth towards the large statue. Find a nice small place on the side of the trail to make camp, and you make camp for the night. And do your thing. Watches. Let's check out the watches again. Unless you guys want to do anything before going to sleep. I don't know if there's something you wanted to do.
I'll try and focus and work out the amulet a little bit better.
Okay. 1 second. Sure, that sounds good. Let me help you out with that. Anybody else doing anything?
I think I'm pretty well rested up.
No.
Okay. 2, can you give me an Arcana check?
Hey, at least it wasn't a 1.
Alright, what was it? 13. That's good. That's good enough. Let me find this information.
You guys remember how tall that shield golem was?
8.
8 feet.
Alright. I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, so as you kind of focus on it and try to attune to it or get some kind of connection to it, you kind of reach around with your mind and you feel like a little something there, and you feel that magical connection that you may have felt before, maybe even heard about, and you feel like there's something there, something you can connect to and command, but you seem to be too far away. But you do have a connection with that amulet now.
Cool.
Okay, and I'll probably, once we get back, I'll probably just let you take control of it, so I don't have to worry about it. And I'll let you see all the stats and whatnot of it. Yeah. Alright, anybody else doing anything before fully making camp?
Nah.
Alright. So, watches we had, Conrad first watch, 2 second watch, Tetsu and Moosh third watch, and Eb fourth watch. If everybody could give me a perception check, I'll do it for Conrad.
Appreciate that.
Oh, God.
You got a 12, Conrad.
All right.
And Moosh.
9.
I guess I should do it for Moosh.
9, 12, 12, 9.
Right, I don't need that anymore. Let me pull up Moosh's sheet, which I didn't even have open, because I'm an idiot. So, Conrad, your watch goes without incident. And Moosh got a 7. Second watch was 2. Again, no incident. Tetsu, Moosh. The reason, probably the main reason you guys are not paying much attention to what's around you is he, oops, I don't know what I just did. as everybody else is asleep and you guys are sitting there in the quiet, and just kind of watching out, he moves over and sits down next to you, and he's just kind of looking out into the jungle and listening, and he says to you, Tetsuin, "So, how do you feel about that? What do you think?"
About the goblin encounter.
Yeah.
Pretty off to the side about it. I don't feel good that it happened, and I don't really feel bad that it happened either. I mean, we did what we did, but now we have a tool that may help us, so.
Yes, it will help us. It will be a good thing, I hope. Maybe we can... I don't know. I don't think I'll ever forget about this. It just... Is that what happened to my family? Is that what happened to my ancestors? I just can't get that thought out of my head that they were just slaughtered.
Well, we're one step closer to finding out what happened to your people, so.
Yes, and maybe when that happens I will feel much better about this.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Ish.
You just had to add that ish in there, didn't you?
The rest of the watch goes without incident. Nothing interrupts you guys. And the last watch, Ebb. Again, your watch goes without incident. Nothing seems to interrupt your rest. You guys wake up the next morning, having a night's sleep between you and your encounter with the goblins, and hopefully ready to head back towards Vorn.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Vorn can't get on the boats, can he?
I don't know.
He's willing to bet that's a no.
It is an 8-foot tall statue made of metal.
Yeah, he's very heavy. I don't know if an average sized rowboat could support him. It's kind of hard to judge at this point.
And that, and then that. I think we're just gonna do straight, right? After.
I mean, I wonder how strong he is. If you can even control him.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Alright. I'm not even going to worry about the navigation roll since you guys are just following this path, getting back to where you need to go. It's a hot day, and there's not much rain at all, so it's just miserable traveling along. Most of the day goes without incident. In the evenings, about when you're going to make camp, something happens. You guys are walking along, possibly having a discussion, and you hear all of a sudden the flapping of wings, and then you see flying out of the jungle at you guys some small, long winged creatures coming towards you. They seem to be flying snakes of some kind, and they're just flying at you guys, kind of flying right up to you and flapping their wings in your face and trying to bite you. So these things probably won't do any talking, but they don't seem very strong. So I will put you guys on this map, and we're gonna roll initiative, and then you guys can decide what you want to do as an immediate reaction. Oh fuck! I really wish I had the expanded page bar. But anyway, yeah, you guys are here. So if you could just put yourself in the middle somewhere of these tiny flying snakes.
Flying snakes.
As they kind of just all...
You don't have the expanded page yet?
Nah, I don't know why it hasn't come to this. I guess since it's a copy and they don't update copies. Super annoying. I still never got that update.
Oh.
That was supposed to be coming to this module. And I've emailed them about it twice in the past 2 weeks and just gotten no response. But yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for those of you who are here, and I'll roll initiative. Oh shit. I'll roll initiative for those who are not on the map and the NPCs. Turin's not here yet. Fuck him.
And me.
Yep.
I love how my roll didn't change anything. I rolled 10 last time too.
Why am I doing them all together? I need to stop doing that. I don't care. Ooh, Conrad, did you get a natural 20? Yeah, you did. Look at that. Oh, Tetsu got a natural 1.
Followed by a nat 1.
All right.
That's 2 in a row.
I think everybody's on here. So Conrad, some strange flying snakes. Here, I'll give you guys a picture if someone wants to post. Oh, that's a shitty picture. I probably have a handout I can give you. Some strange flying snakes come flying at you. What do you want to do? As they're just kind of flapping their wings in your face.
I mean, are they actually threatening, or?
Yeah,
like,
they don't seem. I mean, they don't seem very strong, but they're definitely trying to bite you. Like one of them probably chomps down on your finger and it barely hurts you.
How many are there? Is this like a giant swarm of them? Or?
There's 10 of them.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'll throw out a dart and just, throw it at one of them.
Okay.
I don't want to be harassed.
Sure.
I love 2 points here.
Your dart just completely misses. You rolled a natural 1 on that. Wasted the 20 on initiative, I guess. It's just kind of like it doesn't even get close to a snake. It slips out of your hand as you're throwing it and falls back.
I'll be all right. That's fine.
Okay. And then there's going to be 2 who are like flying up and flying past you as they bite, and they're just flying straight past you and biting you on the way. Did I get rid of my character sheet for them? Looks like I did. Idiot. So 2 on you.
Oh.
Whoa! I don't think that's. Oh, that is right.
Is there a save attached to the poison?
Doesn't seem to be. Look at that. All right.
That looks like it hurts.
Shit. Your AC, Conrad, is 18.
17, 18.
These 2 rolled a 19 and then a natural 20 on you.
Damn.
As they bite into you, and you take 1 piercing and 4 poison from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, 2 piercing and 12, 18 poison. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
It's 3d4 poison damage, and that was the crit. I'm not going to say the no, that's stupid. The poison damage is not crit. So, 1 piercing and 4 poison, because that's, I'm saying that's ingested, so it's 5, 7, 13 total points of damage. And I don't think you have resistance to poison from these 2 bite attacks.
No.
Like, you feel their nip, and it cuts into your skin, and, like, you barely even notice, and then you just feel a sharp sting as, like, the poison, you look at your hand, and it turns green a little bit. And then one of them is going to be trying to bite Tetsuin. But you duck under it as it flies by you. So this one flies over here. This one flies past you over there. And Moosh, he's going to try to run up and smack this one with his skull basher as it flies through the air, kind of like a batter at the plate. But he just completely swings and misses. Man, these guys actually rolled pretty well. Well, they have a high dex. That one's going to fly past Moosh and attack him. Get over here, and this one's going to fly past 2 and attack you. As they just like fly right by you, bite you, and keep going. On Moosh, that's a hit. And on 2, I think that's also a hit.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 8 points of damage to Moosh. Nope. He has resistance to poison. So 4 points of damage. And then you take 7. 2. Eb, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna Shield of Faith Conrad, and I'm gonna walk up to this one and stab it.
Okay. They're kind of like all flying around, but you can like go up and smack it, try to smack it out of the air.
Are these things like potential pets? Like, because the image has it on someone's hand. Not that I would know that, but...
It looks like it's... You don't know. They don't really seem like pets right now. They seem like wild flying snakes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
a miss, isn't it?
Just misses as you swing your trident at it. It kind of just turns and flies in between the blades of the trident, and you do not hit it. Man, did you guys roll shit on initiative? Wow, you all did.
Mm-hmm.
And did I get everybody on there? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. We'll say 2 are going to be flying by Ebb and biting you on the way, and then the last one's going to bite 2. So Ebb against you. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
These guys are rolling well.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Alright, guys, take off your gloves.
Yeah. These things...
21
hit hard.
damage.
Yeah, he just took 21. 1
What
piercing
the
and
fuck?
10 poison, and 1 piercing and 9 poison. And can you make 2
Fuck 'em
Constitution
up.
saving throws for me? I think you have advantage on these. Do you? No, you just took resilient, so you don't.
Oh, I make a con save on top of that?
Constitution saving throw to maintain your Shield of Faith.
Oh, right.
2 of them. Yeah, no problem. And did I do the one on 2? Nope. I think that's a miss, right?
That one misses, yeah.
So you just kind of hold up your shield and it bites down on that as it flies by. And it's your turn too. They don't seem very
Fuckers
tough,
keep...
but they're
Yeah, they keep just moving.
Yep. They're flying all around, making it hard for you to hit them. And they're just like biting you guys in the shoulder or wherever they can get their tiny little jaws.
I'm going to step forward into this square.
Okay.
And... yeah, sleep.
Awesome. 30. Nice. You see 6 of them just drop out of the air. The ones with the marking are asleep and on the ground. And I'll just roll the same damage for all of them. I mean, I probably wouldn't take that much damage, but I don't care.
It's not 10 feet.
That is not what I meant to roll.
D16.
They're like flying all up and down, and some of them are probably up in the air. So they just take some damage as they slam into the ground from falling asleep. Oh, no, we'll...
Does that mean they wake up?
Nah, yeah, I didn't think about that. We'll say they just fall asleep on the ground. They weren't high enough as they're flying in and out of you guys. So they don't take damage, but they don't wake up. Right. You still see 4 of them flying in and out around you guys right now. Anything else you want to do?
I'll use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Tetsu.
That's her second spell.
I think we're going with just the 1 leveled spell a turn. You can do 1 cantrip and then 1 leveled spell, but you can't do 2 leveled spell. 2 spells that are first level or above. The same turn, unless it's like an action surge.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm done.
All right, Tetsu.
Right. I'm kind of already sick of these motherfucking snakes thinking of motherfucking planes, so I'm gonna step over to this one that's not asleep and try and whack him out of the air with my stick.
Yeah. Oh, you do just that. You smash your stick into his head, and he just goes flying and falls to the ground limp. Or she.
And if I can, move over to this other one and throw a punch in the air wildly.
Sure. Nope. Natural 1. That's your second one of the combat. Damn. 2 out of 3. Yeah, so this one you swing at, and it just flies up higher away from you.
That'll end me.
Okay, Conrad, you see there's 1 flying close to you still, and then there's a few on the ground. And then
So you could, I see there's 1 flying close.
there's 1 just like flying all around you guys, and then there's 3 on the ground all around you, close to you. But don't see.
The 3 on the ground are asleep?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, no, I'll go for the ones that are still awake.
Awesome.
And I'll pull off the kitty gloves and do the actual attack.
Okay. So you smack it with your spear, and you just skewer it out of the air, and then probably chuck it off your spear as it dies. And then I think you can reach 1 more, right? Yeah.
I mean, if I can move towards them, then yes.
Sure can. You're fucking fast. I'm guessing you're gonna punch it. Again, you punch that one out of the air, and it's dead. They don't seem tough at all. They just have this this poison that hurts like a bitch. Asleep. 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 Moosh, he's gonna try to show Tetsu how it's done as he tries to hit this one out of the air. But he fails again. He is so good at this. That one's gonna bite you, Tetsu, because you're the one who actually hit it, and it's gonna continue flying over here after it bites you. Yep, that's 8 points of poison damage. They're rolling really fucking well.
They have a +6.
Yeah, but they seems like everyone is over 20. Well, let's see, 19, 26. Oh, they had some bad ones. Never mind. But anyway, so Tetsu, you take 4 points of poison damage. This one just flies over here. That's the only one that's awake and alive. Eb?
I can't even. Oh, I can barely reach that one. I'm tridented.
Okay.
That's
a hit.
Oh, hit.
You skewer it out of the air.
And I'm looking pretty rough, honestly.
Okay.
But nah, it's almost over. It's fine.
All right. All the rest of them are dead. I mean, are asleep. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to finish them off? Do you want to do something else? Do you want to leave? Or what do you guys want to do?
I'd say just walk around and skewer the rest of them.
Moosh, have you seen this before?
Not out here in the jungle. I've seen them in town as like messengers, but not here.
I don't think we could train them to be messengers. They seem to be wild. Do you guys want to like tie them in a knot?
Tie all their tails together?
Yeah.
Rat King.
Yeah.
You guys have
I mean, I'm fine with just going around and skewering them all on the ground.
Sure. Leave one standing so it can tell its friends.
Yeah, so you guys pretty easily just go and kill them all. They're not moving. It's not hard to hit. So we're not even gonna worry about doing all those rolls. Did you want to leave one alive to tell the tale?
Are we?
I don't even know why I'm putting X on these. I don't care.
I was just kidding, but if you guys want, I don't mind.
Alright, they're all dead.
Okay.
Okay, so you killed them all? What do you guys want to do now?
I'm gonna start casting Prayer of Healing, because... yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and make that roll.
Terrible. Double ones.
So everybody regains 10 points of healing. Conrad, you're down 2 right now, I think. You have a max of 29?
Yeah, it's fine.
30? You're down 3.
Fine. I'm not going to be worried about 2 or 3 points.
I think everybody else should be back to full.
No, didn't Eb take like 12 or 13 as well?
Yeah, but I just heal myself again, so I'm good.
Okay.
Cure wounds on myself after.
Nice. Alright, we'll get back to the main map. Oh my gosh, it's fucking too far. Oh well. Not gonna worry about it anymore. Let's take a break here. We'll stop and come back at 9:55 and continue on with what happens when you get back to Vorn and continuing south into the jungle.
Cool.
Sounds good.
That was rough.
Yeah, snakes hurt.
No, I think I meant the whole like guide hating us and Conrad hating us apparently.
Well, if y'all weren't some evil motherfuckers.
Is it
maybe I
really
wouldn't hate
evil?
it. Yeah, kinda.
Let me But they ambushed us. They ambushed many a people. They captured that dude. They tried to extort us. I don't see how they are someone we should be. Not that I'm happy. I'm not saying I'm happy with what we did, but we did what we had to.
Did we though?
If we would have fought, if we would have asked them for the amulet, they would probably fought us, most likely, if not run away, and we would have lost it. And if we killed all the adults, the children would have died anyways.
Okay.
I don't know. Give me a counter argument here.
I mean, we haven't really gone for stealth at all. Who's to say we couldn't have just snuck in,
Because they
Well,
spotted
had the queen
us.
with a one-on-one? Yeah,
No,
because we decided to fucking like roll up on them.
no,
yeah,
the guards spotted us at the end of last session, and
yeah.
then was starting to move back towards the camp.
I'm
So
just saying, maybe massacring little children was not, the only option.
And the one character we have that's like built for stealth is never here.
I have like a plus 7 or 8 in stealth. What are you talking about?
yeah, but going into a village alone with, you against 40, 30 goblins wouldn't have went well at all.
I
I'm just saying, we could have done
and
it,
I'm
but
just saying that my character is not a fan of massacring like
oh,
an entire village of, sentient beings.
no, I get that. I'm just saying, we did the most
And like
logical
worst
route.
case, we could have just left and not dealt with it at all. We don't
But
need the shield guardian. Yes, it's helpful, but is it worth fucking destroying our souls for? Maybe not.
I mean, if we die, we kind of are screwed because we didn't solve the death curse. So if we want to get our, complete our quest, we need all the advantages that we can get.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that to my character,
Oh no, I get that. I'm
the
just
ends
saying.
don't justify the means.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
all yours. It's funny. I was watching the well, not funny, but I was watching the recap right before this, right? And right before like the goblins were running away, I asked, "Are we okay with killing children?" And no one answered. And I was like, "Uh, okay."
I'm sorry. What now?
At the end of last game, when the guys were like going back to their village, and I was like, "Am I going forward? Am I doing this?" And I said, "Are we okay with killing children, like
I'm
goblin
pretty sure that
children?"
I was pretty vocal about not being good with that plan from the get-go.
Yeah, but not. Were you last session? This
Yeah.
session clearly, but
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that I was pretty vocal about that last session.
I don't know. I don't remember that. But in any case, even if no one else told me yes or no when I asked that question then, so I just went with it.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, do you know when you'll have your computer up and running?
I don't, because so what the situation is I apparently forgot part of my power cable for my monitor,
Mm-hmm.
like the power brick for it. So I might need to replace the monitor if I can't find that cable.
It's like a unique one
Right.
that you couldn't just get a new one?
Yeah, no, it's because it's got a power brick attached, so it's a whole mess.
Oh, darn.
But basically, I'm still looking for work. So likelihood is I can't replace that if I can't find that cable, which 2 or 3 weeks I haven't been able to find the cable.
Yeah.
But if I can't find it, odds are I'm gonna have to replace the monitor. And since I'm still looking for work, I don't have the money to do that.
Darn. That sucks.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. So it may be a while. So we might be having to play this way for a little while.
All good.
If that's all right.
Oh yeah, no problem at all.
All right.
I've been toying with the idea of trying out Theater of the Mind for like a whole campaign, but I know a lot of the people I play with, they're visual learners, and so they do much better when there's a visual they can play with. And I'm the same way, so I completely understand it. It's just it can be a lot easier to set up and sometimes a lot easier to run if you don't have to deal with all the map and stuff. But I also really like the tactical aspect of the map, or the grid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely a visual learner as well. Like it's definitely much more difficult for me to play this way than with a grid, but making do.
Alright, I guess I can go ahead and give you the experience you guys get. What was that, 10 snakes? Wait. Goblins, well... What do I want to do about the goblins? I want to do that, and then...
Yeah, it was a goblin or two.
Alright, you guys can all add 400, for whoever's here, 400 experience for that first part of the session tonight.
Is everybody back? I haven't heard Rabble or JL.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're...
I'm here. I'm just typing like a mini speech for in character.
Gotcha.
Mini.
Let me guess, to me and Moosh.
I mean, I was rereading my backstory, and I'm like, like my god and shit, and it's all about cycles. So give me a sec.
Yeah, and to give you some perspective on Conrad, he's an archaeologist, so I don't think he necessarily views their ways, the goblins, as evil. Their acts as evil as much as primitive. Right? And like, as an archaeologist, he doesn't think that we should just go destroying primitive cultures. You know what I'm saying?
I have the first part of it typed up, but I was working on the rest. I can't figure out where to go from there, but here, I'll just post it in the chat instead of fucking boring you with my words.
No, you should do it in character.
Wow, God.
I can't see it in character.
Right, you're not on here.
Well, but hang on a sec, we'll make sure Babel gets back before we do it.
Actually, wait, there's an in-character channel in Discord, though.
Yeah. I can say it, it's fine. It's not too long, but I was gonna work. I had like the ending. I just needed like a sentence in between that. That'd be good.
Welcome back, Rebel.
All right, are we all here? Tetsu?
Yep, I'm here.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we will continue on. I think you guys just finished the encounter with the snakes, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And it's probably a couple more hours to sunset, so you guys continue traveling a few more hours until you make camp. Probably a few hours journey from where Vorn is. So if you wanted to continue on and try to get there tonight, you could. It just may tire you out, or you could just hit it up the next day. Which would you like to do?
Our eventual destination, at least at the moment, is sort of like, well, one of the main on the way stops is what? Moose Sharif is looking for Rakama, right?
Yes, that is correct. Which is, yep, right there. And then
This jungle is not empty, boys.
yeah, so I guess you guys are straight line distance from the port. About a third of the way? Is that right? Yeah, about exactly a third of the way, straight line distance from where he believes the forge is to Port Nyanzaro. Or from Port Nyanzaro to where he believes the forge is. So you guys making camp here and then continue on the next day?
Yeah, I think a few of us need a rest.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and make those perception rolls for the night and mark down rations and bug spray for whatever and everything else you're using for the day.
Second fucking time I rolled a 9 on the perception.
Whew. Conrad, you got a 5.
There we go.
And Moosh gets a 10. Okay. But it's okay. Here. Before I forget, let's I believe isn't there the D&D bot in Discord? Yeah. We'll work on you doing those rolls in Discord, Conrad, for your character, and we'll try to set it up. Yeah, there's a dice rolling channel.
I don't know that I remember what all my pluses are, though.
Yeah, I would give that to you. But this week, like before next session, we'll try to work on that so you can have your sheet with you, or at least like on your phone, just like a picture, and then doing the rolls in that channel.
Okay.
See if that will work. If not, then I can keep doing it this way. It's not a big of a deal. But that way, you'll be able to make your own rolls instead of me doing the rolls for you.
Sure.
All right. So navigating back to Vorn. You guys wake up the next morning, fully rested, fully recovered, nothing happens during the night, and start heading out. It's pouring rain. It's kind of hard to see very far in front of you. It's difficult to follow the path that you're following back to where Vorn is, but you move a little slower and you're able to get there. And it just comes straight down. There's like no wind at all. So the morning is pretty miserable as the rain is pelting into you. But a couple hours later, you guys get back to the clearing where Vorn is. And it looks just like it did when you left it. The same decorations, the same shells, everything spread around the Shield Guardian, Vorn.
That was just for food, by the way.
Yeah, can you roll a d6 for me? And add your wisdom to it? And that's how many pounds of food you'll find for the day. Yeah, so you find enough to feed everybody. Nuts, berries, maybe a small little rodent you can feed and not worry about food for today. But you get back to where Vorn is, looking just the same. This 8-foot tall statue looks like a humanoid, just standing there, arms down to its side, made of adamantine, bronze, iron. Some pieces are made of wood, kind of like the in-between, and there's the adamantine bolts in them. and then you see at the foot of it, or at its feet, spread all around, kind of like all around it, you see food, feathers, these pretty colored stones, a few skulls in one section. But it's just like it was when you last saw it. What do you guys want to do?
Can I tell if anything is going on with the amulet as we get close to it?
It doesn't really seem to change. Like the amulet doesn't seem to change, but you can tell, like you feel this other little connection to something there. Like you do feel like, oh, there's something I can latch onto and kind of give commands.
Tell it to stand up. Or wait, move a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to... Well, is the statue, like, standing normally?
Yeah, it's just standing, 2 arms down by its side, its fists clenched, and it's just staring straight ahead.
I'm gonna say walk forward.
You guys hear this horrible grinding sound as the old metal and wood that was used to create it kind of grinds into place, and its head raises up a little bit, turns to look directly at 2, and then it just starts walking straight forward. Man, I'm not good at robot noises, but yeah, that's what it does.
We're gonna have shit stealth with this.
Well, it is kind of hard to hide an 8-foot statue that can move.
It's also super creaky. Need some oil on that shit.
You think we could use mayonnaise?
Let's see. Does it make oil?
I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Loading. Yeah, it does.
And you get the sudden flood of sense of what you can do with this Shield Guardian rabble, and a sense of how strong it is and what it can do. So I made that available to you for you to see.
Yep.
And
looking at it now.
I will put the I'll have to make another one, but I'll put it under your control. It is quite the boost in power level for you guys. But yeah, you'll do everything with that. Let me check this out. I'll put its HP on this token, and it'll be for you to control, and not me.
I put the remainder of that mini speech in the floors in character.
Okay.
Channel.
Do you not want to say it in character?
No, I'm at my parents' house.
All right. Okay, that's set up for you. Put it with the party tokens, which I'm sure a lot of them are missing now. Not even here. Great. All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
Is Mbala the next place, guys?
I believe so, yeah.
We got 6 days.
Pretty much.
Is there like just Rob, I'm just trying to gauge how heavy this thing is. Is there like a broken down tree somewhere?
Sure.
Can it step on it?
Yeah. If 2 commands it to step on it, it'll step on it.
Go step on that tree.
It kind of goes steps on it and just kind of stands up on top of it. It doesn't like put any pressure down or anything, but it's standing on top of this large broken down tree.
Oh, like a big ass tree. Okay.
You're just
I don't think it can do.
trying to judge its
Like
weight.
Yeah, we're just trying to see if it will break the wood the size of a canoe roughly.
It seems very heavy.
Even if it doesn't break a canoe, it'll probably sink a canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You get the impression this would not go in a canoe very well. At least the ones you have and the ones you've used. Maybe something that was bigger and made a sturdier stuff, but yeah, not yours.
So we've hit everything we wanted in stop 1, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so let's delete that. Is our stop 2, are we still sticking with Mbala, or did we want to check out Orlunga? Or we could do both, I mean. But
Orlunga's kind of out of the way, and we don't know where it is. We just know the general area.
yeah, but it's a super small radius. We were told between the 2 arms, I think, like 1 and 2. So it has to be in that spot. But let's start with the closest one, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta head south quite a ways before we get there, so.
Do we know anything about Mbala?
I don't know. Do you know anything about Mbala?
Let me look at my notes.
Yeah, I don't think there's any rumors tab.
Yeah, it's just this place marked on the map you have. I believe that's all you know about it. Fucking music. It's the bane of my existence.
I controlled F my notes, and in session 3, Mushrib informed us that Mbala has an old lady that lives in its ruins that might know things we need. And the second thing that pops up is the ziggurat that we were told about. Probably put a name to it.
Okay. So, that's about what you know of Mbala, and about the same that Moosh knows of Mbala.
So, we doing south, guys, or?
Yeah, it's been Trump.
Tetsu, can you give me a perception check, please?
What do I see?
Probably at some point you're just kind of looking through your bag, looking through your stuff, and you realize that there's something off, like something different. Like you're looking through all the things you have, and you see, and just in your bag with the rest of the stuff, something you didn't put there. There's just like this handful of nuts, just in a pile, kind of like on the top of your bag. And as you kind of look through the rest of your stuff to look at what else is there, you get the feeling something's missing. Something's gone now. And as you kind of think back what you had, take quick inventory, you realize that the small little coin that you found, the coin with the Triceratops on it, is gone. Completely gone. And in its place is this handful of nuts.
Well, that's weird.
Like, and
I'm
you
gonna
just
share this information with the party. Basically, let them know that the little dinosaur coin we got is gone. Unless I'm going nuts.
haha.
Hey, maybe we should keep an eye out for like squirrel beasts. I mean, I found that in the wreckage of one of those huts back in the goblin tents, right? So.
Where did you find that? It's from before
That might have been right outside the place where our previous ethereal rogue died.
Oh, at Camp Righteous?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with the statue.
Alright.
Just before we got the jug, I remember picking up the coin out of the rubble there.
Okay. Yeah, well, that coin is no longer on your person.
That was the Triceratops coin, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are these nuts edible?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna try and eat one.
They don't taste bad.
Hmm.
And it was a good handful, a nice little trail snack for the road.
Well, doesn't phase me much.
That was weird. Alright, so you guys, which hex did you want to try to move into next? So they're out of character, that's okay. Did you want to go to the one at the bottom left, or the one straight down? As you guys are continuing on.
I mean, let's decide where end hex is. Is our end hex that one?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, did you guys want to do one and then, just in case we get lost, at least we can explore another one. You could do like that,
Straight
and then
down, so that way we kind of know where we're going if we have to.
Or yeah, we can do that and straight down and then sideways.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
One over and then a nice straight path south.
Okay. I guess that would be the next day, because this day was getting to Vorn. Traveling, continuing on. Alright, so you guys continue traveling southwest from where the clearing where Vorn was. Now empty except for the offerings that have been left by whatever creatures put them there. You travel the rest of the morning. About midday, you take a break and get something to eat and continue on. And
Just to make it clear, I told this thing to follow me.
Sure, yeah. I did assume. I assumed you were taking it with you and not leaving it behind. And it does make this creaking sound as it's walking this entire time. This annoying, and then like when one leg moves, it's like a grinding of metal, and then when the other leg moves, it's like a creaking of wood. So it's just this off and on symphony of noise from behind you as you're just walking through the jungle, making a good bit of noise and probably alerting anything around to your presence. But it's this big ass piece of metal following you. As you guys continue on, about mid-afternoon, you find this nice little path to walk along that's going in the same direction you want to go. And as you walk along it, you see about probably 50 to 60 feet ahead of you, you see a man standing in the path. He's got dark skin like many other Chaltons that you've seen around here. He's wearing robes, mostly white robes, kind of like a priest would wear. He carries a staff in his hand, and he has some kind of symbol around his neck. And then he also has just a large, big old club just hooked onto his back. And he's just kind of standing in the path right now, looking at you guys. And he has a scowl on his face. And as you walk a little closer, he says, "You have entered my territory. Please turn back and do not come this way." Let's see. You guys do see the holy symbol on his neck, but it just looks like a bunch of squiggly lines like all around on this amulet. I'm gonna have this, like, the only person who would possibly know what this is. I'm pretty sure I have this right. I'm pretty sure we talked about this. Let me make sure. Where is it? Well, I'm just gonna go with it anyway. I'm gonna have Conrad. I'm gonna have you make a perception check to see if you can recognize this thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh, you get a total of 20.
All right.
I'm hoping I'm not thinking of somebody else when I'm saying this, but I'm pretty sure it was you. As you kind of look at the holy symbol hanging around his neck and the carvings on it and the squiggly lines, you look closely, and it looks like you get the impression this is actually a maze that's been carved into this holy symbol on his neck.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, cool. Phew. And it immediately brings you back to the something you had or something you heard about.
Yep, I believe I still have it actually.
Yeah.
It's from the background.
Yep. I was trying to look through it. Oh no, is it the trinket?
Yeah, it's the trinket. And then I think if you go to like the
I see
bio
it.
page or
Found
something,
it.
you'll have more information about the trinket.
That's one of your features.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you still have that.
Yeah. So
And you also
Okay.
know it is a symbol of Ubtao.
yes. Thank you for reminding me of the name of that god. I did not remember it. Yeah. So I'll pull out my stone circlet with the similar symbol and say it's okay, we're friends. And, show it to him.
As you pull it out and show it to him, he kind of starts a little bit, and he kind of looks down at his own symbol, and he looks back at you and says, You are no friend of mine. Leave this place.
What are you trying to warn people away for? Is something
This
dangerous
is my
here?
home. I do not want you here. Leave.
We're just looking to pass through. We're not trying to disturb you. And we leave in the direction that we were already going.
Pass through another way. Go no further.
I'll turn back to everybody else and see what they want to do.
That seems unreasonable. That's
Seems
my opinion.
unreasonable for
Yeah.
us to not go through his home.
No, like to make a huge detour because he doesn't want us to. We're not gonna walk through his garden, you know. We're just trying to go through.
Let's see if we can find out more about him. I'll ask his name, see if we can find out what he's about.
My name does not matter.
He's very unhelpful.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Anyone have any input? Mr. Charisma Man, you want to try to talk to him?
I mean, how big is his home? Is it like just a clearing in
You
the
don't-
jungle that we can skirt around, or is he like laying claim to 50 square miles?
You do not see anything that you would assume was a home. This just seems like a path through the jungle. It's not even just like a natural path, not even something somebody made. And he's just like standing in your way. And like you don't see anything else around you. So
How far would we have to go to avoid your home?
go,
How far away
go
would we have
back
to go
the
to?
way you came and do not come anywhere near this place.
Again, we're trying to go through. We're not trying to, we need to continue forward.
You cannot go through.
See? Unreasonable.
Are there other paths that we could take?
That is not my problem. That is your problem. The only way I would let you pass and go through here is if you give me something of great value.
Let's
Pay the troll toll.
Of great value.
make him fight the golem.
Oh my god. Let's not do that. Let's have that not be a thing that happens.
Is
What'd
he
you say the
not
name of the
taken
god was
back
again, Rob?
By our walking statue?
Yeah, like he looks at it and he's still just standing in your way. Ubtao is the name of the god. Ubtao.
Intel. Okay. So, right now, Ubtao has sent you to be an obstruction in our path on, in the maze of the jungle. And,
Ubtao has no say
what-
over me. Ubtao is gone.
yet you still wear a symbol.
He kind of looks. He pauses for a minute. Yes, I do. I wear the symbol of Ubtao.
If he's gone and, he holds no sway over you, then why would you wear a symbol?
Whoops. That doesn't matter. You must leave this place.
I mean, we were going to continue through this place until you stopped us, and we wouldn't have been here to be, to be having this conversation. If you let us through, we'll leave that way, and I'll, point in the same direction we were going.
I will let you through if you give me something.
So you're not a cleric of Uptao, right?
That doesn't matter. There are no clerics at Uptao. Uptao is gone.
Would this tablet, I'll hold it out, suffice as payment to let us through?
That is a worthless trinket of a long-lost god.
I'm gonna take one of my nuts out of my bag and toss it over to him.
Phrasing. He sees it like bounce on the ground in front of him. What is that? That is nothing. I can get that anywhere in the jungle. Stop insulting
these
me.
are magical nuts. They appeared in my bag out of nowhere.
That does not make them magical.
What about if we offer him some beer? Where's that barrel of beer?
Would you like some, let's start with asking. Would you like some beer?
Some beer?
Yes. Booze.
How do you have beer? It is going to be warm beer.
I empty out my water flask or water skin and then freeze it.
Do you have cold beer with you?
Is that something of great value?
Let's see. Who is it? Who first offered the beer?
Me.
Okay.
Conrad,
I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is it with advantage?
Yep.
Oh boy.
A 5 and a 1.
Yeah. He says, beer may taste good, but no, that has no true value. You drink it, and it is gone the next day. Give me something that will last. You've been in the jungle. You must have something worth a lot, some kind of magical item or great treasure that you have found. Give that to me, and I will allow you to pass without harming you.
How far is this guy from us?
He's about 60 feet.
Alright, well we can whisper. I'll just be like, do we wanna just walk past this guy?
I don't know.
Give
Having
him-
beer on demand has been pretty handy so far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely not giving him the alchemy jug.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
not
was
cool.
talking like a gallon or 2 or
Yeah,
3.
no, I wasn't. That's the same. I wasn't talking about giving him the alchemy jug.
What if you hand him your magical weapon? Will it just disappear after a while?
Sorry, what?
Your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, but he can't hold it. It's spiritual.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be able to grab it and move it around or anything. It would just stay where Eb makes it go.
Nobody has an extra longsword, do they?
Would you consider this person to be hostile towards us?
Yeah.
Trying
'Cause
so
I
hard to calm emotions.
Yeah. Is that something you guys want me to try? Because it'll last a minute, and then we walk
See how it
past.
could hurt.
Yeah, I
There's a
think
save.
I think that you that would probably work if he succumbs to it.
Okay. I don't know why I have a second slot already used, but is that what we're doing, or do you guys have another solution?
I don't see any reason not to try it.
Well, then he's actually going to be hostile if he succeeds.
I mean, if he succeeds, I can throw sleep at him, and hopefully roll high enough to put him to sleep.
So are we good with this? I'm gonna consult you guys more before
I mean, I'd say this is worth a shot. You know?
Okay. Alright, give me that charisma save, please, Rob.
Last minute with concentration. Alright. Charisma save. Alright, I gotta test to make sure that I have this set up right. Okay. Ah, damn it! I fucking wasted the natural 20 on the test. Fuck! That's okay, though. Alright. Where's the charisma save?
Yeah.
What's your DC?
14.
14, okay. Make him indifferent towards you guys. And it lasts for 1 minute. Okay, so you begin uttering the divine phrases, calling on... Who the fuck did you got again?
Ishtisha.
Oh, Ishtisha. I thought it was Ishtisha, but then I thought I was getting that confused with someone else. Yeah, so you start calling on Ishtisha, probably. Make these wavy motions in the air with your hands, and you cast a spell, and he just kind of... He shakes his head for a minute and looks at you guys. And he seems to be affected by it.
Alright, guys, let's move.
His staff kind of lowers a little bit.
Let's get scurrying.
Let's go.
Scoot!
Yeah, as you guys start walking towards him, he just kind of steps to the side. And you guys can walk on by, and he just kind of watches you go and probably gives you a little bit of a head nod, one or two of you. As you continue on.
Well.
Okay, so you continue past them. About... Are you guys, like, running past them, or are you guys just, like, walking at your normal pace that you've been going?
I mean... A minute is at a regular speed's 300 feet.
Yep.
I mean, if I'd say, my opinion is that we walk past, and if we start seeing him follow us, we just book it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
That's my opinion.
Continue walking. You get 300 feet. You feel the spell fade from your concentration. A minute later. Then a few seconds after that, you hear a great bellow, a great roar come from behind, like almost an inhuman roar come from behind you. And then you hear about 300 feet behind you crashing, as if he's coming through the jungle towards you.
Alright, let go.
Okay.
I guidance myself for the initiative roll.
Okay. I mean, you guys are currently 300 feet away from him. If you wanted to try to run more, you can. But, well, yeah. As you continue running, you hear him getting closer and closer, as if he's catching up to you. He's moving faster than you guys can move as a group. But yeah, if you know it's coming, you can definitely guidance yourself on the initiative. But he's coming to get you, and he will catch up with you since he moves faster by himself than you guys do. So I'm going to put you guys on this map. He's going to come running after you, and we will fight. Who am I missing here? Tetsu? Yeah. Oh, Tetsu's on GM.
Is the Shield Guardian medium or large?
Could you check that for me, Rabble? I believe it's medium. And as he comes into view, you no longer see the Charlton man. You no longer see that person you were talking to. You see...
Yeah, it doesn't specify, so I'm assuming medium.
It should say at the very top. Like
under its name.
Medium construct or something.
Oh, large construct.
Large. Okay, great. So, they had that token set up wrong. Maybe. No, I think I did that. Because I changed it. Yeah, so there's one. And you see... Oops. This thing coming towards you.
He looks friendly.
Large boar charging through the forest statue. Actually, it's not even that. It's this. That. You see that thing charging through the forest statue. Probably a few scraps of cloth still attached to it. It still has that amulet around its neck, but it has changed form into this strange boar-like creature, and is charging at you.
In Discord.
Yeah, someone wants to quickly screen that and then post it for
It looks like a boar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll roll initiative. Okay, so you guys continue on. You guys are probably all right there. Initiative.
Okay.
Oh, he rolled well. Did everybody else already roll? Nobody rolled. So go ahead and roll for initiative. Conrad, you got an 11.
Alright.
That's a 5.
Okay.
Got him.
You should be able to change that.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
It literally changed nothing.
What's the dexterity on the shield guardian? Rabble?
-1.
Okay. So the boar, it's a little quicker. He'll be going first, and he's just gonna continue. Yeah, he'll catch up to you guys. Why can't I fucking move that? Okay. Yeah, he'll catch up to you guys and charge at 2. You would be the closest. So he's gonna charge at you, and he's just gonna try to gore you with his tusks.
Right.
Maybe check this. Okay. Yeah.
Vorn has the shield thing as long as I'm within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
And I'm also bound to him, so any damage I take is halved and goes to him.
Okay. Well, as the boar comes charging at you, you easily just knock its tusk to the side, and it does no damage to you. And it's now Vorn's turn. Fucking music.
Can he move like past me and Ebb to get within range?
Yeah, he can kind of. You guys can move to the side as he moves past. It's just difficult terrain going through you guys. But yeah, he can get there.
He's gonna move to here and.
All right. Both fists connect with the boar and seem to push him back a little bit. Kind of punching one side, another punch in the other. But you don't see any visible damage on him.
All right. In that case, Vorn's done.
Okay. Moosh is gonna do his thing and cast Hunter's Mark on this boar creature that's attacked you, and then he's gonna try to smash it with his skull basher. And he does. He smashes his maul into the shoulder of this creature. But again, it doesn't show any visible damage from that. I will say, okay, and that's gonna be it for his turn. 2. What do you want to do?
Yeah. We'll go Booming Blade.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That does hit.
So for that, and how's it looking?
Could you just throw the text for Booming Blade in the chat?
It has to move
sure.
away to take the 6.
Yeah. Yep, that's if it moves.
Yep. I just wanted to.
At level 5, it would take, yeah. At level 5, it's going to take thunder damage on hit, but not till then.
Okay. He seems fine. And as you do that, you do see the radiant energy burn into him, and he kind of reels back from that a little bit. But he still seems okay.
I will end there.
Okay, Tetsuin.
Well, this thing's getting pretty scary. I think instead of the standard physical attacks, I'm gonna probably spend some ki and try and water whip the guy, see if I can't knock him.
Okay. Could you throw that in the chat? Great.
And I'll charge it up a little. I'll put 2 extra points in there.
Okay. And then can you roll the... Oh, that is the D4. D4.
Gotta do
And
a
then-
save. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll just roll. Okay, 2 more d10. So that's 8 points of damage, right? And then he does a... Fuck, what kind of save? Dex save, there we go. Thank you. But he holds his ground and dodges out of the side as the whip slams into him. Does do some damage to him.
Plus wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah, that's in there. That's in the 5.
Oh, it's in the 5.
Yep.
Okay.
So 8 points of damage. Okay. Anything else you're doing, Tetsuin? I think that was just your bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe I can make a ranged attack, but it's not gonna do much. I'm just gonna hold off.
Okay. Conrad, the boar is about 20 feet away from you. What do you want to do?
Move in towards it.
Okay.
Double hit and move 30 feet away.
Okay. Conrad. Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Natural 20 with your spear. Oh wait, that's not advantage. I'm an idiot. Oops. But you got a 16 and a 16. Both your strikes slam into him. Your spear kind of tries to stab into his shoulder, but it just glances along the side of it and doesn't even seem to cut him at all. And then you punch him, and he seems to take. It seems to have no visual effect on him at all. The punch that you do. And then you move back out of the way. Ebb, what do you want to do? Okay.
You know what I want to do.
Yeah. So your trident slams into him. He recoils from that.
Okay. Are we intelligent enough to notice that normal weapons aren't doing shit?
Yeah. You're kind of getting that sense that
Okay.
these regular attacks don't seem to do anything to him.
Give me that dex save.
Nope. He
Yep.
burns with radiant energy.
I'm gonna
Well,
step
do
away.
monk get monk weapons and unarmed strikes counting as magical?
6,
Yep.
I believe.
It's level 6. The boar. Moosh looks like he's not covered in metal, so he's gonna slam his tusks into Moosh. Oh man, come on, he sucks. He's rolled two threes on these attacks, as Moosh easily dodges out of the way. Okay. And that's gonna be it for his turn. Vorn?
Well, since this is basically the only thing it can do.
You could grapple.
The first one slams into it, and doesn't seem to have any effect at all on him. The other one, he ducks underneath it. Yeah, the first one hits, the second one misses, but still doesn't seem to change. Moosh is gonna slam it with his weapon. Oh my gosh, Moosh, you are the worst. But he misses. 2.
Let's see. That's only cell. Damn. Well, I'll use it any. I'm gonna use Divine Favor.
Okay, awesome.
And we'll actually, yeah, longsword.
That's a hit. Okay.
And the radiant damage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
we're gonna use that, and I'm gonna burn a second level slot on it.
Okay.
So
So just
another 1d8.
okay, great. Yeah. So again, he burns with the radiant energy, as it definitely hurts him. Tetsu.
Now, is there any way that I could try to attack the amulet on its neck versus just like slapping at the board?
Sure.
I'll move up and try and jab the amulet with my bow staff.
All right, go ahead and do that. Ooh, you absolutely shatter the amulet, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
Shit.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, I'm just gonna back off a little bit.
Okay.
Right behind Moosh.
Yeah, sure, that's attacking him. Conrad, do you want to run back up and smack him? You can see that your attacks did absolutely nothing to him.
Was that because yeah, I'll give it another try, I guess.
Okay.
Have many other options.
Yeah. All right. So, the usual. Don't even know why I'm rolling it. Both of your attacks slam into him, but again, don't seem to affect him at all.
Okay.
Ebb? And you're moving back, I'm guessing. That's a hit.
That's a oh boy.
Yep.
And then it's another Sacred Flame for 1 damage if he fails. Watch out.
He fails. He takes 1 radiant damage. Who's he gonna attack now? Or is he gonna? How intelligent? He's intelligent. Does he wanna? He's gonna start running into the woods, and he's gonna disengage from you guys and start running into the woods over here, in that direction. That's gonna be it for his turn. Vorn? I don't even know what these symbols mean on him. I don't think I meant to put him there. Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, how do you do those numbers? That's cool.
I don't know how the number happened. I think maybe it's the turns it's been there? No? Because it's not doing that. I don't even know how that number got there.
I don't know, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I want to know how you work that.
I also want to know.
Alright, let me Google it while I do that.
Because it was just a 1, right? Yeah. But anyway, what does the 1 want to do? No?
Gee, what the?
That was me seeing if it was like some kind of turn counter. No? Oh well.
Vorn is going to move up here after him, and I'm gonna try and grab him to keep him from going anywhere.
Okay. So that's going to be an athletics check or a strength check for Vorn. He's not able to grab onto him.
And in that case, well, there's no point in attacking.
Do you have multi-attack? Can you not try again?
I think...
it does have multi-attack for 2 fist attacks.
Yeah, but I think with the monsters, the grapple, like you can't use 1 attack for grapple.
Yeah, it's attack.
Yeah, it's just, it's like if you have the extra, like characters can do it with the extra attack, but multi-attack is just, you can do what it says in multi-attack.
Yeah, because it says 2 fists attack.
Yep.
Is that like a, just so I know, is that like a cliff here?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a ledge up onto another section right there. It's not very tall. Alright, Moosh is, he's gonna switch his Skull Basher to his left hand, and he's gonna start running at this creature and chuck a hand axe at it. This is, like, he's just so bad. Like, he can't even get above a 10. It's not that hard to hit this guy. I think it's 11. It's not that hard to hit this guy. Goodness, Mersh. Who even invited you? Alright, 2.
Wow!
Well, it hits him and burns him for 1 damage.
Just lit his tail on fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rob, I sent you the details of how to do that, by the way.
I'm checking over right now. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for, but that is good to know.
Well, for stuff like Bless and all that, you could use it for
The turn counter.
Yeah, but then I'm going to have to remember to change it every single time. And I typically, if it's something that's going to last, like I feel like the combat's going to last long enough to make that matter, I'll put it in the turn counter and have it auto increment. But there's probably a good way to do it. Maybe like exhaustion levels. That might not be so bad.
That'd be a good one.
So, and if we just keep using the same tokens.
It's super easy. Look, I'm doing it on my token.
It is.
You just
have to remember to actually do it, and I can pretty much guarantee you I'm not going to remember to do that.
No, no, I know, but like for exhaustion.
Yeah. That'd be a good thing. But anyway, moving on. Tetsuin.
Well, this thing, I'm gonna get just barely in range and try to throw a shuriken in his leg.
Okay. So your shuriken hits his leg and bounces off and seems to have no effect.
Okay.
Conrad, you're right now about I think 40 feet away from where he is now, 35 feet away from him. What do you want to do?
I guess follow but keep my distance.
Okay. He's moving fast, but you know with your speed you could. You're faster than he is if you were just gonna follow him. So yeah, you can do that pretty easily.
All right, so yeah, I'd like to stay out of his range, but
Sure.
I guess like far enough away that he can't come and straight up hit me, but close enough that I could run in and hit him.
Okay. Ebb.
I'm gonna have to move forward. Let's do 30. Weapon 20 can't swing.
Okay.
But give me that dex save.
Man, he fails. Takes that 5 radiant damage, and he is still running. He runs. He's gonna disengage from. No. Nah, he's not even gonna get disengage. He's just gonna run. He's gonna run and dash. Get 80 feet away from where he was. So that's about 20 feet off screen. And actually, just to make things simple on me, let's do that.
You can't take a grapple attack as an OA, can you?
No, you cannot.
Fuck.
Yep. So, if he's 80 feet away from where he was, he'd get to be right about... Not there, even further. Shit. We'll say he's there for now. As he's running quickly away in that direction. Is Vorin doing anything?
Well, I guess he could take a swing at him because he didn't disengage, but not gonna do anything.
He smacks into him and he just kind of like pushes him along in the direction he's going, and doesn't really have any other effect.
Get on out of here. Do we want to keep chasing after him?
No. I don't see the point.
Yeah, if he's running, we probably did our job. We can just shake our weapons in the air at him.
Like Star Wars, like.
Sand people.
Yeah.
Hooty hooty.
Well, that resolved itself.
Alright. So, if you guys aren't going to chase after him, he will continue running away from you, heading east, and that will be it. And we will end initiative, and if you guys would like... Yeah, that'll be it. So, what do you guys want to do now?
He didn't injure anyone, did he?
No, I don't think he hit any one of us.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think he did.
Which is good,
He-
considering what the DC would have had us do.
Yeah, he was just a little pain in the ass. Nice little encounter with a werebore.
Just for fun. I would have failed that that save.
Was it Constitution?
Yep.
Yeah.
DC
DC
12.
12.
Oh, the curse. Yeah. I was thinking of the charging thing. Yeah. Whew, that would have been interesting. I'm sure somebody can prepare remove curse, right?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Soon, TM.
Yep. Okay, so if you guys, or what do you want to do right after he leaves? Anything in particular? Or are you just gonna continue traveling?
I'd say continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep an eye out.
Okay, sure. No problem at all. You guys continue traveling. You see no more sign of him. Although about 15 minutes as you continue traveling the way you were going, you run into something interesting. probably everybody except 2 notices this, and then you guys will probably point it out. But you see a statue in the kind of at the end of this path that you've been following. Let me check it. Yep, 2, you're the only one who doesn't quite see it. It's about 10 feet tall, and it's completely overgrown with vines. But it seems to depict some kind of ancient Chalton king. You guys are probably about 30 feet away from it as you continue on. You just see this large statue ahead of you.
I look for a control amulet.
This doesn't seem to be. This just seems to be like a statue, either carved out of stone. Probably has some wooden decorations on it, taking the place of armor. But it's quite clearly an inanimate statue of something.
Damn it. Should we approach it?
Yeah, let's take a closer look.
Anybody who has proficiency in religion and Conrad can make a religion check about this.
I think Conrad. No one has proficiency in it, do they? Or 2 point
No,
do you?
don't.
I do,
I have
yeah.
it in history. I
Oh.
don't have it in religion.
Yeah, Conrad doesn't, but due to other circumstances, he can make this roll. Okay, Conrad, you recognize this? The stories you heard. This kind of statue was often used as a representation of Ubtao.
Okay.
You heard it. You may have heard that there's statues like this all throughout the jungle. So what do you guys want to do?
Is this probably what he was defending, right?
Sounds
Is
like it.
is there a boar burrow somewhere?
You can take a look around if you like. It's
Perception?
going to be
or
investigation
survival?
for looking around
Ugh.
for that. Is anybody else also looking? 'Cause, I mean, if you said something, so everybody, you guys would probably look around for it. Nice, nice.
Come on.
And the one with the +3 gets a natural 1, and everybody else gets 15. or more.
Plus zeros get 15 and 16.
Conrad, would you be looking around for that too?
Yeah, I don't see one.
Probably won't matter, but that's okay. You also got a natural 1. So I guess you guys probably start just looking at the statue, looking around it a little bit, and not really paying much attention to surroundings. But Tetsu and Tu, you guys can both. You guys are both able to find a small little path off to one side, and you follow it for about maybe a minute, not very far at all, and it leads to a cave in the side of a hill.
Well, seems to be a cave over here. What do you guys want to do? Go inside? Or keep going?
How big's the cave?
It's the opening is probably only about 6 feet high, so you'd have to stoop a little bit to get inside, and you're not sure exactly how deep it goes. It's completely dark inside. You can see for a little bit, but it's actually, when you look inside, it doesn't seem to go too deep. It's probably only about 40 feet back or so, as it opens up into a little wider section.
2 point. Unsheath your sword.
Yeah, I'm going to unsheath the sword and walk in the mouth a little bit to see if I can see anything inside the cave.
Okay. Walking inside the cave, you find there's a few dead things spread around. All of them just like beasts and animals, and you don't see any like people in there. Some of them are half eaten. And can you make a perception check for me?
Woo. It's a cave.
I shouldn't have even made you make that roll. that was a bad decision. So as you kind of walk around and look around inside it, the one section has all these dead bodies over there, and then you see a small shelf over to the left with a few items spread on it. One of them shines a little bit, just with the light coming in from outside. There's a little bit of glint off of whatever that item is.
Do I see any other, like, entrances or anything like that into the area?
You sure don't.
Like, does the cave go further back, or is it just the one room?
You don't see any other exits or entrances.
Is it just me and Tetsu here, or?
Is Tetsu inside the cave, or it's whoever you guys want to be?
I mean, like,
be
at
there.
the cave.
It's up to you guys. If you guys all want to be there, you can all be there.
Yeah, I mean, we pointed it out, so
Sure.
I'll walk in next to him.
Sure.
He doesn't see much over by the shelf.
He sees those items
Maybe I'll
sitting on the
take
shelf.
Maybe I'll take a closer look at that.
Okay. So you walk over.
Before I walk over there through the cave, can I like check for traps or any sort of like?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Yeah, you're pretty sure this place is not trapped.
Okay.
So as you walk over to the shelf, there's three prominent items sitting on it. The thing that glints off the light from outside is a large gold nugget, about the size of a fist. That it's probably pretty valuable. Sitting next to it, you see a lute. But and it's got all these different carvings on it. Doesn't seem to be anything super special. It's just a nice lute. But one of the strings is broken on it. And then sitting next to that, you see what looks like a horn of some sort. It's this long. It's not curved. It's not a curved horn, but it's this long shaft with on one end. It's got like a lion's head, and the lion's head is opened up, and it's got like a little stylized mane, and then there's carvings all along the staff in circular patterns. And it's got a strap on it. And you can see there's an opening on the opposite end from where the lion's head is too, and like you peer through it, and you can see right through the other end.
This is almost like a blowgun of sorts.
Yeah, or like a horn. You
Okay.
get the sense it's a horn for like either alerting something, making a noise, or whatever.
Well, you guys think we should leave this stuff or take it?
I mean, this is his crib, supposedly, right?
It's a pretty fair assumption.
Do we wait for him to come back?
I mean,
I don't exactly want to get cursed.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
Although, do we know about lycanthropy in general?
Maybe. Maybe you've heard about these kind of creatures that transform. But for more information, I'm thinking that would be like a religion check. That's like
Can we consult Moose?
supernatural thing. Moosh doesn't really know. I mean, he could make the check too, but he doesn't know anything naturally about it.
And there's nothing in Volo's Guide to Monsters, apparently, because those are from the Monsters Manual,
I
right?
don't know. Is there anything in Volo's Guide to Monsters? I don't think there is.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Volo has not run into those, I guess. Probably a good thing, or else he'd be different.
Religion, you said?
Sure. Okay. You guys have heard of these creatures, but you don't really know anything about, like, whether it's a curse or how it's spread or anything like that. So you realize you're
so
seeing this
we
creature,
know it's a thing, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
how it spreads
Exactly.
and stuff like.
or even that it spreads at all. Like, you know, there's these shape-changing creatures that can turn into humans or animals or whatever that aren't druids, and but not But like to you guys, it's just that's a type of creature born just like anything else. You're not familiar with the curse itself.
Well, I mean,
Gotcha.
it's his home, and we are just kind of barging in. But he was kind of a dick.
Sorry, what was the second item? There was the nugget, the horn, and the what?
A lute, like a stringed instrument.
Oh. Do we need any of these? Well, could the horn be magical, or the lute maybe?
Maybe.
I will cast detect magic.
Okay. The nugget and the lute are not magical at all. The horn is definitely magical.
Horn's magic.
If there was any school for this thing, I think it would be evocation magic.
Hmm.
If I had to pick one. Yeah, none of the others really fit. So yeah, we'll go with that.
They seem worth grabbing.
I will leave him a gallon of Tej
Awesome.
in the exact place where it was. And I'll leave him a note and say, trust me, it's an item of it's of great value.
Awesome. Great. Okay, so you do that, and you take the horn. Are you guys taking anything else? No. All right then. Anything else you want to do around here? As you guys kind of exit the cave, head back to where you guys found the statue and the path you guys were following.
Just before we head on, I'm gonna take one more nut out of my bag and kind of put it in my hand and flick it out with my thumb towards the statue and pay penance with a nut.
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Can you just make an attack roll like you were attacking with your shuriken? A ranged attack roll.
Sure.
Your nut hits the statue. Alright. What do you guys want to do now?
Move on.
Yeah.
Conrad, he rolled a D100. Just so you know.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it could have been a GM roll, but
Yeah,
he.
I
Yeah.
definitely doing it on purpose. Oops. Yeah. Something may have happened, but nothing happened. Something maybe nothing was going to happen at all, and I'm just messing with your head. Who knows? Dun, 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 dun.
GM mind games.
Okay. So you guys continue traveling in the direction you're going.
I'm gonna try to get what this item is, because right now I have it written as Horn of Magic.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's horny
So
magic.
probably at some point during the night you'll be able to spend some time with it, figure out what it does, and I will go ahead and I think I can show you the and I'll let you see it and read exactly what it does. It's a fun one in my opinion. It can be fun for who's ever using it, maybe not who they're using it on. Alright, so you should be able to read that and feel free to tell whatever you'd like to your companions about it. But you guys continue traveling the rest of the day, find a nice spot to make camp that night. And yeah, I guess I can go ahead and move you guys on here. I think I probably already moved you through the day, but it doesn't matter. As you guys get to right there. You make camp for the night and continue and set up the normal watches, I'm assuming. You eat your food that Ebb caught for you. And
I don't know.
was that not today?
I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want this.
Okay.
Someone wants this.
Well,
It's a horn of blasting, and essentially you can use it to do a 30-foot cone of 5d6 thunder, DC 15 con. Objects take twice the damage essentially, but every time you do it, there's a 20% chance that it blows up in your face instead, and you take 10d6 fire damage.
Jesus.
And then it destroys the horn. I think 2 point you'd be the best off, because then at least Vorn would take half of that.
Can we give that to Vaughn? Would he be able to use it?
You have to be able to speak the command word, and I don't think Vorn can speak. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Not a bad idea, but that's the... Yeah, sure, Vorn on every watch, yeah. Can he even communicate with you, though? So, like, if he saw something? Like, you could say, hey...
Make noise.
Yeah, I guess good. Yeah, Vorn
Stomp
cannot
the ground
speak,
or something.
but yeah, he could definitely, stomp the ground, make some noise, get your attention, wake you up if shit happens. All right.
So 2, do you want this? You can also absorb elements, can you?
Yeah, I can use absorb elements too.
So you have 2 ways of reducing the damage.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
For now, anyway.
Awesome.
It does quite a bit of damage, maybe.
Yeah. 5d6 isn't bad in a 15-foot cone. It's like a
Basically,
third
breath
level.
attack.
Yeah, it's like a 3rd level burning hands. But I don't want it to blow up in my face, so have at it.
Yeah, and I've got the bind to Vorn and absorb elements, so.
You're good.
Okay, so that is your item now. You can pick what the command word is, whatever you'd like. But you guys make camp, rest up for the night. Take the normal watches with, I believe, Conrad on first watch, 2 on second watch, Tetsu Mush on third watch, and Eb on the fourth watch, with Vorn chilling with all you guys. Just sitting there watching, not even doing anything. However, something's going to happen during the night, during Conrad's watch, the very first watch.
Ooh.
Yeah,
There we go.
you notice something in the woods. You see this
It's
strange...
roughly boar shape.
It is not a boar shape. It is not really any shape at all. But you see this strange blue-like mist just kind of slowly floating through the jungle. It seems to be like coming right at your camp. What do you want to do?
Wake up the one who can detect magic. I.e. Eb.
Okay.
I cast it again, I guess.
Did you have it prepared?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of strange magical mist. Not really any particular school of magic.
Well, it's magic. Let's. Is it low fog or is it like?
Yeah, it's on the ground. It's like just slowly moving towards you guys.
Let us climb Vorn.
Well, okay. It's not like just straight on the ground. It's... Let me see. It's 20 feet high? Let me... Wait. Yeah, it's 20 feet high. So it's a pretty large bank of mist coming towards you guys. And as you guys are looking, it's probably about 60 feet wide altogether.
Yeah, I don't want to find out what this does. Let's wake up and...
Have you guys heard about this? I can't remember if this kind of thing was mentioned by anyone you ran into before.
Do you have a word I can control F?
A blue mist? I feel like that if it was described to you guys, that's what it would be.
Just mist, maybe.
Alright. Mist. I have river mist and flask of wine.
Okay.
River mist and flask of wine. Oh. We have a watch out for any mist with a blue tinge to it. It spreads a fever that drives people mad. Let's get the fuck out.
All right.
Yeah, let's wake everybody up and get the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not moving too fast. You guys are pretty easily able to just kind of move to the side, and outrun it enough till you get out of its way, and it just continues going past and eventually passes through your camp and continues on. But you guys are not affected by it. You're able to get out of the way of any kind of effect of it. You make your way back to your camp and continue with your rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if they. I guess I didn't have to mention it, but a few of the men at Camp Vengeance were affected by that.
Oh, that makes
It's
sense.
possible
Yeah, that does make sense.
they hadn't. Like, I can't remember if I said that they walked into the mist and they went crazy or anything like that. But that's what. But I'm glad you guys got the rumor of it anyway. But you guys aren't affected. Don't have to worry about it. As you continue with the rest, you finish the long rest and wake up the next morning ready to continue on. Alright, so now that you're not exactly going where you know you're going, we're getting back to the daily travel stuff. Who's doing the navigation?
Probably me.
Okay, and I guess Conrad will be helping you out, and Eb will be. Moosh,
Conrad is the one doing it.
Moosh will be helping you out, and Eb will be giving you some guidance on it to make sure you get where you're going. You're still going at normal pace, right? Oh, what the hell? So on the navigation roll with advantage, you rolled a 20 and a 20. All right.
Like nat 20?
Yeah, 2 nat 20s.
Wow, one of those was wasted.
Yeah, that's impressive. Ooh, and something interesting happens. Okay, that is fun. So the first thing you guys run into in the morning, as you guys are traveling along, it's a nice, pleasant day. It's not hot. It's only about 70, 75 degrees. It's not raining right now, but you can see some storm clouds gathering in the distance whenever you get a clear shot of the sky to the west. Excuse me. But as you're traveling, you see ahead of you a large beast, a very large beast. Does it not give me a fucking handout for this? This is annoying. I'll show it to you though. It's a dinosaur. It's got spines running around it. And it looks like that. Why did that not show? It looks like that. So it's a large, heavily skinned, and these strange spines running along its back. A stegosaurus. It kind of it looks over at you guys. It kind of cocks its head, looking at you. Not really doing much, not charging you or anything. And then it kind of just starts slowly wandering towards you, its head cocked to the side.
Picture?
Yeah, if someone could just screen that real quick so he can see it.
On it.
Thanks. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's just slowly walking towards you. Can Mish talk to it? That is a good question. I think he can, right? Yeah, he can speak with animals. Yeah.
I believe these are vegetarian.
Intelligence. Okay, cool. Cool. So you see Mush cast a spell, and then he starts uttering these strange words that none of you guys can really understand. As he seems to be communicating with this thing, it nods its head and gives a few noises, a grunt here and there, as it responds to him. And then he talks back to it and continues on. And this conversation lasts about a minute as he's talking to it. And he turns back to you guys, and he just says, "It just said that it was curious about us, and it doesn't really see things like us around here, especially with all that shiny stuff on." But he's cool. He doesn't want to eat us or anything. He said we don't really taste that good, or we don't look that good. Why doesn't it tell me whether it's a fucking herbivore or not? That would be helpful. I don't know enough about dinosaurs to know if this is a herbivore.
Stegos definitely are herbivores.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so he says, yeah, we're not the kind of thing he likes to eat. It was just curious. But he said we could just keep on going. He won't bother us.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys continue on traveling the direction you're going. After afternoon, the sky turns very, very dark. It starts pouring rain heavier than any you've seen before. And it makes it very difficult to continue traveling. You guys can try to push through it. It's just it kind of wears you out a little bit. The heavy rain pouring down makes it difficult to know exactly where you're going. Make sure you're going in the right spot, and it's just kind of exhausting. So, do you guys want to try to push through it and continue traveling, or stop when the rain starts and try to hunker down and camp it out? You guys probably pause under a tree where it's a little respite from the rain to quickly have a discussion about what you want to do.
How far have we made it today?
This is about midday, so you've made it halfway to where you were on to go.
Nothing like a little rain and wind to put a...
Think like a heavy monsoon. Every once in a while there's thunder and maybe a little bit of lightning, but it's pouring rain.
Yeah, I'm good with staying.
Okay,
Too.
so you guys want to hunker down and wait out here. I'm going to basically treat this as if you guys are going at slow pace for the day, since you travel for half a day, and make the roll to see if you advance the hex. Oh, you do? You still advance the hex. Would you guys want to go down or down to the left? So southwest or straight south? South right? You mean south? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think you guys said south, so we'll say you went there. Oh, and the... So wait, real quick, do you guys see the vengeance half hidden by the hex?
No.
That's super annoying. I'm gonna show you guys what I see.
Vengeance is above the hex
Yeah,
for me.
I moved it, but it's still showing like under the hex for me. Like half of it, as if it's like on the map layer, but then it's not even on there. That's annoying. I'm gonna show you guys what I see. I tried to get rid of it, but it won't let me get rid of it. No, it's supposed to here. Yeah, that's what I see. So I've been slightly annoyed by that this entire session. You guys don't see that half vengeance? The ANCE above it? That I posted in Discord? Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's super annoying. I wish I could just... That means I gotta try to line this up again. Fuck. Perfect. Good enough. I don't know why they did that. I guess it was already on the map, and they just also put it above so that you guys could see it above the hexes. Anyway, so you guys hunker down. Eventually, as it's getting dark, the rain starts to let up a little bit. It's still pouring rain, but you guys are able to get through the rest of the day without continuing traveling, and you find a nice little place to make camp after the rain stops. Normal watches go without incident. The next day comes. I'm keeping my daily log. That's okay. I'll have to update that session. And you guys continue traveling. And you wanted to go to the bottom left this time, right? Make these rolls. If you could throw me that guidance, Ebb. Nice. So you guys get a +7 for this roll today. Oh fuck. It's a hot one compared to the day before. As you guys are traveling down to the left, I believe. Hot day, 95 degrees. Can't move the vengeance because it's in the fucking way. But you guys traveling south, continuing on your way, not getting lost, doing a good job of getting where you want to go. It's pretty nice. Most of the day goes without incident. Oh, that looks really bad. Fuck. See, now it's just annoying. I want to get rid of that. Alright, I'm going to not look at it anymore. So, most of the day goes without incident. However, towards the late evening, as you guys are continuing along, you see ahead of you, probably about 100 yards or so, a number of large red dinosaurs. Just walking through the forest. I can show you a picture as soon as I pull it up. If I can spell it right. Looks like that. That is not what I wanted to do. Shift to Z. An Allosaurus. These large red dinosaurs with sharp claws and sharp teeth ahead of you. They kind of start to take notice of you and start heading in your direction. What do you want to do? There's 5 of them.
Do they look like something we can outrun?
They, some of you maybe will outrun them. Probably not everybody. Actually, oh no, they're pretty fucking fast. They start moving towards you with quite fast, with a lot of speed.
What's the speed on our statue?
30.
So it's
Same as me.
it's not something. It's probably not something you can outrun. It's possible you can try to find a place to get out of the way, like to hunker down, maybe climb up a tree really quick, or get inside a log or a small little cave that they can't get in. They're pretty big creatures, so if you find a small place, you can, or you can just stand your ground and try to fuck them up. So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, let's look around and see if there's someplace we could duck into.
Okay. Yeah, this will be like all of you by yourself because there's not a lot of time for you guys to make the decision as a group. But
you kind of cut out there.
okay, sorry.
Say again.
Yeah, so each of you can make a survival check to see if you can find a good place to hunker down.
Okay.
Conrad, you got a 12.
All right.
As you're looking around for a nice strong branch to pull yourself up on. Eb, you find a little hollowed log that you could crawl in, and you feel like you can get far enough inside they can't reach you, and you wouldn't be able to, you'd be out of their reach and not able to be attacked by them, if that's what you'd like to do. The rest of you guys kind of scramble around, try to climb up in a few of the trees. The branches break, and they're gaining on you quickly. Moosh, I mean, fuck, I don't think he's gonna be able to get up in a tree.
How tall are
Hey.
these things?
They're pretty large. I'm thinking they're probably standing about 8-9 feet tall. They're pretty huge. And they're just rippling with muscles. But Moosh and Ab are able to find a nice place to hunker down if that's what you'd like to do. The rest of you guys, as you scramble around, you're not able to get anywhere in time by the time they get there. So, as we're doing this, we're going to get on the map and roll initiative. This is not a good map for this. The clearing is the best one. Just like where we were, it's going to look familiar. But hey, you guys are already here, so that makes it easy. This is probably going to be the last encounter before we end tonight. 16 feet tall. Is that what you found? Wow. Yeah, that's a large creature. So you guys are heading.
Well, there goes my idea.
So yeah, Ab is able to get in a small place that you could hide away from them. The boar is not there anymore. You guys are probably all back here. And then the 5 Allosauruses are coming towards you, charging quickly. And let's roll some initiative. Conrad, you got a.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Didn't it get like a natural 20 last time?
Yeah.
Natural 20 and then a natural 1. Nice. Conrad,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
a 7. on your initiative. So, Ebb, as you find that small little crevice, do you climb into it as you see your companions scrambling around? Right? Yeah, you never go first. What do you want to do, Ebb? Okay. Can I not? Oh, fuck, that's annoying. Let me find my page. A 12 just misses as it just glances off the natural armor of this creature. And then a Sacred Flame on it. It's able to dodge out of the way of that too. Tetsu? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna move up along this ridge here and hop into this bush and try to stealth.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Okay.
And I'll hold here.
All right. These two Allosauruses just come charging forward to right there. No, he's gonna get to be right there, and then the other one also gonna get to be right there. Moosh is gonna get in a little crevice behind this rock, but he will cast his Hunter's Mark on one of them, and he'll chuck a hand axe before he ducks in there. There we go. Moosh, hand axe. Too many people. Hey! He did something! He hits it! But that's gonna be it for him. Who's next? Conrad. Okay, so you see two have come charging at you. They're both about 25 feet away from you. And the rest are still further back, haven't quite had their turns yet.
Am I on the ground?
You are.
Yeah, I guess I guess I'll engage on whichever one is closer.
Okay.
Has anyone else engaged?
Not yet.
Maybe I'll throw a javelin.
Okay. So, chucking the javelin. On the wrong screen. Oh, your javelin falls short. Does not hit it. You rolled a 9 total.
Okay.
That's a natural 2.
And I guess we'll move away a little bit.
Okay. How far away do you want to go?
Well, actually, am I with the group, or would I just be like running away from the group? Okay,
yeah,
no,
yeah, you'd be running away from the group. They're kind of chilling.
Yeah, no, I want to stay with the group.
Okay. This one's also running forward. And the other one, can he actually reach somebody? He's gonna run around this way. Flank you. Clever girl. 2.
I'm gonna step to right here.
Okay.
And it's a 30-foot cone.
If you get a little closer, you'd be able to hit them all.
Yeah, I'll step a little bit closer just so I can get all 3 of these.
Okay.
And yeah. Horn of Blasting. I don't know how you're gonna work out the 20% chance to make it explode, though.
You're gonna roll a D100 for me.
I'm guessing
You can
20 or
roll
lower and it explodes?
Correct. Okay, Constitution. Woohoo. You're safe for now.
And I'm gonna move back next to Vorn.
Okay. Is it half damage on a success?
Yeah, half damage on a save.
Okay, so that left one fails, takes a full 13 thunder damage. The other two will each take 6. As this booming, thunderous noise sounds out around the jungle. So that one is also deafened, which probably won't have any effect on anything in this combat, but who knows? I don't see a good one for that. That sounds like a good symbol. This one back here is going to run up to right there. Vorn.
He's going to step forward.
Okay.
Correct sheet.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Both hit. 24 points of bludgeoning damage to this creature as Vorn just smashes it twice with his fists. Anything else?
And
nice.
No, that's it.
Ebb.
I'm gonna go in.
Alright.
And then do that.
Okay.
And then that.
Oh.
And that.
That's a miss. Word of Radiance, so I guess it'll be just these two.
Yeah.
Constitution.
My
They
fucking
both
god.
resist it.
That's 2 turns. I've done shit.
Darn.
Great. Alright, next turn.
Okay. Tetsu. They haven't seemed to notice you at all. They haven't paid any attention to you up there, hiding in the bush.
Gonna pop out then and basically try and attack this one that's hitting Born.
Okay. It's gonna be the first attack will be with advantage.
And I'll throw the staff at him.
Okay, we'll roll that again. Okay, there you go. That's better. Nice. 12 points of bludgeoning damage to him.
And I'll spend a key to do the flurry.
Do it. That's a hit. Nice. You're able to knock him down with those 2 hits. That one is falling to the ground dead.
Alright.
Alright, these 2. This one. He's actually gonna run around you, Ebb, and like leap over his comrade and try to pounce on Tetsuin. So that's gonna be a claw attack coming towards you.
So did you say that he was leaping over me?
No, his comrade that just died. Does a 20 hit?
For who?
I'm sorry, this is Tetsuin.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Conrad, what were you gonna say?
Did you say Conrad just died?
No, his comrade, his companion.
Oh my.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. I now understand the confusion. I just didn't think about
Okay.
comrade and Conrad. Okay, I won't use that word anymore. Companion. Companion's a much better word. Okay. Whew. Okay, Tetsuin.
Conrad just shit his pants.
Right?
You, Tetsuin.
Like what the fuck?
Casually says, Conrad died.
Yeah. His comrade's dead. His comrade's dead. You know, the usual. and if it was like if you were here, that wouldn't have even been an issue. But I understand this the audio. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Tetsuin, as this claw smashes into you, it hits you with a bunch of strength. Can you make a strength saving throw for me? He's trying to knock you to the ground with his claw. Nice. You're able to resist it and hold your ground. The other one is going to attack Ebb, who's just right in front of him. He's going to try to bite you. But you're able to block it. It doesn't even get anywhere near your armor or get through your armor. Moosh, seeing his companions in the midst of it, he's going to run up, try to bash this one with the Skull Basher. Hey, he hits. 9 points of bludgeoning damage to it. Alright, Conrad, you see the one that's closest to you is about 20 feet away. That's who just attacked Tetsuin, and Moosh and Vorn are both right next to him. You also see another one over to the right that's kind of flanking you guys. It's about 40 feet to get in range of that one, but it's by itself. None of your other companions are there.
Yeah, let's go not get flanked.
Okay. Wait, so you want to go to the one that's flanking you guys, or you want to go with your
Doing the
friends?
flanking. No, I want to go with the one that's doing the flanking.
Okay, so you can run right up to him. Spear and fist.
Yep.
Okay, so the spear. Oh, that's a 9. That's another 9. Didn't you do a 9 last time? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Shit. So that misses. And then you can punch. Oh yeah, your punch hits a 23, and you do 6 points of bludgeoning damage to him.
All right.
That's it for you. This one is gonna jump up and try to bite Ebb. Again, fails. The other one, the one by you, Conrad, is gonna try to bite you.
Yep.
It's an 18 hit.
It does, because that's my AC.
All right, so you take 7 points of piercing damage as his jaws latch onto your arm. That was a shit damage roll. Damn. 2.
I'm going to move up to here alongside Tetsu. And I'm assuming these two... Yeah, they're separated with Ebb in the middle. Sure. We'll do Booming Blade, which doesn't hit, does it?
It does not.
And in that case, I am going to Shield of Faith on Ebb,
Okay.
and I am done.
I believe this is the dead one. Yes, it is. Just wanted to check on that. So that one's dead. Vorn.
There's still one in front of it, right?
Correct. Oh, both miss. A natural 1 and a 4? Or a 5?
Vorn smash.
Yeah. Vorn just like keeps smashing the dead one, even though it's dead. Oh,
Give me those con saves for the 1 damage.
hey, they all fail.
Got him.
They all take 1 point of radiant damage.
Are they still standing?
Barely. Man, that did a number on them.
Oh, okay.
And the number was 1.
Yes.
Alright, that's a hit. Which one were you attacking? Okay.
That one.
Yeah, you're trying to smashes into it.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Tetsu?
Well, this guy's still in front of us, so I'm just gonna keep swinging.
That's a hit.
I'll spend another key.
Okay. Oh, both those miss. As you just kind of swing, it ducks under each one of them.
And that'll end me.
Alright. Yeah, he's going to keep coming after you, Tetsu. He's going to try to bite you this time. Does a 16 hit?
I believe I dodged that. Hold on. Yes, I do.
Nice. Just as his jaws try to clamp onto your head, you just duck out of the way. The other one's going to try to attack or bite Ebb. I think that's a hit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you take 14 points of piercing damage with that 24 to hit. And you're not concentrating or anything, right? Nope.
Nope.
Moosh. Continuing to smash or attempt to smash. And he does 12 points of bludgeoning damage to that. Conrad. All right, so you're still just by yourself with that one off to the side. Do you want to continue attacking him?
Yeah, we'll attack and we'll see how the attacks go.
Okay. So your first spear into him. Oh, natural 20.
There we go.
17 points of piercing damage as your spear slams into his shoulder. But he's still up. He's looking bloodied now. He's looking hurt. But he's
Yeah,
still
we can go for like a kick or a punch or whatever.
Did you say you wanted to spin the key, or just the regular attacks?
No, just the regular.
Okay, or the regular attack. Smacking
just
him.
the regular bonus attack.
That one he just barely dodges. He just barely dodges the 12.
Alright, I'm going to, since I have mobile and he doesn't get an attack of opportunity, I'm going to move back towards the group.
All right. How far back do you want to go? The group's about 45 feet away from you.
How far can these things move in a turn? Like, could he just close all the way on us?
Yeah, they're faster than you are.
Alright, I'll get like 15 feet away from the nearest person.
Okay. I think both of these are going to... Oh, no. This one's going to attack Ebb, as he's going to continue trying to bite you, but doesn't even get close. The one that you were attacking, Conrad, is going to run up to you, and he's going to take a leap and try to pounce on you and smack you with his claw. Oh, natural 1. Completely misses.
Wonderful.
2.
The one in front of Vorn.
Uh-huh.
Does that hit?
It does indeed. Okay.
Cool.
You smite him. He burns away into a pile of ash.
Alright. In that case, I am going to end my turn here.
Awesome. And Vorn?
Vorn is going to move up and give Conrad a hand.
Okay.
And right, this sheet.
Oh yeah, both
There
hit.
we go.
19 points of bludgeoning damage. That one's really not looking good.
And done.
Awesome.
Same dude.
Okay.
Great. Amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that one, it's got to be defective. It's like,
I'm just gonna trident him as well.
oh, is that enough? Yeah, that's going to be enough to kill him. How do you want to kill him with your natural 20?
I'm gonna skewer it like through the neck.
Yeah, you do just that. The middle one goes straight through. The other two just slice off part of its sides. It kind of gurgles a little bit and then just slides back off your trident and falls dead. And Tetsu?
I'm gonna skirt around the pack here.
Okay.
And try and get this one. Ev is next to you.
Okay. Nice, that's a hit.
You'll stick to the face and an extra jab.
Both hit.
And just check something. That's 20 and 15. I'll just back off just a smidge.
Okay. Moosh is gonna come over here, transfer his Hunter's Mark to this one, and smash him. And he hits. Seems like he's been practicing. 13 points total of bludgeoning damage. Conrad, you want to continue attacking the one that's right up on you?
Yeah.
He's almost dead. If you attack him with your spear, you hit and you finish him off.
There we
He
go.
had exactly 9 hit points
Can
left.
Nice. Can I move to another one and hit them with the unarmed?
Sure can. There's one more left.
Yeah, let's do that.
And
Yeah, let's do that.
and you hit him too for another 9 points of damage, and that one's almost dead. But it's his turn. You guys are all fucking him up, so I'm gonna do this randomly. I'm just gonna see he's gonna attack. That's not what I meant to roll. Doesn't matter. Tetsuin, he's coming at you with a bite. Oh wait, no, you're not next to him. Fuck. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Moosh, that's who he's getting. I think Moosh is a 14 AC. He does indeed, as he just dodges out of the way and he gets a mouthful of the armor. 2, what do you want to do?
Well, since it's looking kind of crowded over there, I'm just gonna firebolt.
That's a hit. How do you want to kill him?
Yeah, just boom, headshot.
Yeah, so as he's opening his jaws to bite down on Moosh, you start muttering the words, and he looks over and growls at you, and your firebolt just flies straight down his throat into his neck. It burns a little bit. He gurgles, but his scream is cut short, and he falls dead. As all of the Allosauruses are dead, as they should have picked on something their own size.
See, my original plan there, if they weren't so goddamn tall, was just to have Vorn pick me up and just start spamming firebolt everywhere.
Awesome. I hear you, puppy. I'll take you out in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to end the session here. A little 15 minutes early, but oh well. And pick it up here next week, continuing on the trail into the jungle. Please, if you have any feedback how the sessions are going and how you're enjoying it, please just let me know. Love to hear that, and I will definitely take that into consideration.
I really thought they were going to be more of a problem.
Yeah, that was a fun one, Rob.
Yeah, they look scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not too strong CR wise. Yellark, right? Is that what you called it?
Yep.
Was fun. Despite the whole children murdering thing, but
That was interesting, at least. It's an interesting aspect for your characters to think about. Adds a little bit of conflict to the party, which I find interesting. It can be interesting, as long as it doesn't ruin anybody's time. I think that's it, yeah. I can tell you your experience. Nope, that's the wrong number. Nope, that is the right number. You guys can add 710 more experience on top of what you already got.
Nice.
So Conrad, you are at
You got
40.
Yeah, I was about to say, safe to assume you got the 400 and the 710 for me.
Yeah, so you're at 4785 altogether. About
What's
That
level 5?
1800 away from, I think 6500 is level 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 65.
So probably
Getting
2 more sessions you guys will get there. Or at least you, I'm not sure where everybody else is.
I'm at 5485,
Okay,
and I think I'm the farthest or
with the closest.
close to it.
Yeah, I'm only at 43.95.
Did that include the werebore,
It did indeed.
or does that? Cool.
The wearboard, these Allosaurus, and a few other things.
Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna heal myself. That's fucking terrible. Jesus Christ.
Sure. Ooh. Ouch. Give me 1 second, Ray. I'll take you outside. Alright, I gotta jump off, take the dog out, but hope you guys had fun, and just message me about anything. I'll catch you later.
Yep,
Problem.
later.
Take care, guys. Great session.